No, they can't. Now they should be able to hear me. I need to pop the chat out. Pop out chat. Go away. Go over there. I should have so organised this before. Can everyone hear me? Someone say something, please. Hey, it's Jimbo Joe. Jimbo Joe will answer me. Rack me, you shaved. I fucking did. The wife isn't happy. Yay, thanks, Monochromatic. I am going to turn myself down a little bit because I sound fucking loud. Jimbo Joe's shouting at me. Thoughts by Jay Brown's being an ass. We know I can be heard. Yay! Right, let's load that chat back up. For fuck's sake, yes. All right. Jesus Christ. So, it's really weird hearing myself. We aren't either. You look like a teenager. Yeah, I'm quite surprised I didn't get ID'd today. So, I do look so much younger. Oh. So how is everyone? What's going on? You're blurry and I've not been drinking. I'm always blurry. I have shit internet. So I don't know how bad it is. Do you have to ID yourself? Yes. Luckily I have some. Oh, yeah, my internet's poo. Sorry for the blurriness. If I close that, that'll help. And close that, and close that. And what else is using all my bandwidth? Steam. That can go. Anything else? No. Hopefully. That can go. That can go. That can go down there. Fuck off. My beard didn't fall off. I purposely did it. Photonic. We know satellites don't exist. Windows updates. No, their sets are not automatic anyway. Yeah, that's just the limitations now of my internet. Even at 480, Jesus. I could have a quick check on here. No, there's nothing I can do on there. Nothing I can do there. Nothing I can... Cameraman. Oh, shit, what's that doing? Nothing. Okay. Screen share. Oh no, I don't want a screen share. And chat, so that's fine. Yeah, so this is the best you're gonna see me. Shit, you can fuck off, Jimbo Joe. I was going to invite you on this fucking live stream. I don't know if I will now. Huh. Are you going to sell Dollar Shave? No, I'm not gonna. I use Bold King, something King. I can't fucking remember. They're normally really good, but today I just got the electric one and went, woo! Guest wireless. I am actually on wireless. I could. I can't be asked. Let's talk about flurfers. Yes, let's talk about flurfers. I have. This is what I've been setting up the last hour. We could, if Jimbo Joe's feeling friendly now. Right, we need to do that. Do this. Do this.
Aloha, thank you.
Yeah, shut up. Oh shit, I don't want it in both. I want that one. Yay! Now, important question. Can you see him? And can you hear him when he said aloha? I've got a bottle of a rum. Have you got a bottle of rum or a bottle of a rum? I'm always friendly. Are you starting? Jimbo than the waterman who was defensive when he faced a reasonable human being. Yeah, I can send you a link, Mr. Jumbo. Invite people. Copy. I closed Discord. Twat. We'll reload Discord. That means everything's going to slow down even more. 16 men on a dead man's chest. Yay! It's Gumless. It is. It's Joey Rocha, who didn't turn up for MC Toon's debate last night. Yeah, I've watched about an hour of that. I like MC Toon. He does some good shit. Right. Oh, it's a casual spaceman. What's he messaged me for? Oh, god damn it! Another Discord. And no, oh. I should really join, but I have too many Discords as it is. But Jimbo Joe, there is a Linkio. Yay! We could actually invite MC Toon on. I should have got him to host. I should have just asked fucking Canadian Thomas. I would have had better internet. Drink and then I would have done for the rest. I hate Discord. Yeah, Discord can be a pain in the ass. So, should we have a look at this fucking moron? Is Jim Bojo going to join us with the moron? Let's find out. Jim Bojo? Jim! I forget how long the delay is. Drink and the devil have done for the rest. True. I hate it when there's not many people in chat. This is the guy with the flat earth periodic table. Oh, is that what it is? I've not seen that video of his. A flat earth periodic table. What the fuck's on it?
Earth, air, fire, and water.
It's a Jimbo Joe.
It is. Oi, oi! How are you doing, mate?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just dandy, thank you very much. Well, I mean, I'm a little bit ill, but it means I've had the day or two off work, which is just lovely.
All right for some, innit? I have to work even when I'm ill.
Oh, poor guy. But you do have access to hard liquor, which is nice.
Yes. Though we're on Estrella Galicia, or Galaxia, or I don't know. You read it. Can you read that?
Estrella Galicia. Yeah, that's Spanish. That's actually made near where my villa is in Spain. That's nice.
It's a lovely.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I think the Spanish do some very good beer. They do things like Cruz Campo and San Miguel, and they've got a few Estrellas, funnily enough.
Well, we changed San Miguel for this. So that was our new beer this year.
Ah, very nice. Have you ever heard of Cruz Campo?
No.
Yeah, it's a bit rare over here. I'd like to find an English person who's tried it so I can find out what they think.
I like Moretti, Peroni, San Miguel, Amstel, Estrella, Bex Via. That's really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Stella 4% is nice. Or Stella Quattro. Is it Quattro? I can't fucking remember.
You're the expert.
Drinking them, yes. If I don't stock them, half the time I don't know.
Wow,
Right.
my chat bar is like just a forest of orange at the moment. I think it might be quicker if you allow me to just let me say, hello, String of News 1, Monochromatic Light Source, : hello, everybody. Who else sent me one? Otto von Skidmark, you as well. Hello, mate. How's it going? Sorry, mate. It's just easier than typing, you know?
That is fine. So, do you know much about volcanoes?
I know a little bit about volcanoes, yeah.
Do you know they're fake?
Are they really? Well, that explains a lot. Wow. All these years.
Twat's gonna tell us.
Oh, I look forward to hearing his explanation. I've seen an active volcano. I've seen the smoke coming out of it and everything. I wonder what that was then. Must have been like a fire on top of a mountain.
Well,
and conveniently in the caldera.
Yeah. Well, he thinks lava's real, but volcanoes are fake.
Wait, what? Wait, yeah. No. How can you have one without the other? Well, I mean, you can have them separately, but they're kind of quite famously linked, aren't they?
They are. I've watched about 7 minutes of this video, and I thought, I'm so doing this. I wanted to do it as a proper video. Yeah. I thought, with MC Toon's debate with him falling through yesterday, I thought, fuck it, I'll just do it tonight. I'll have a beer. Had a nice day out with a wife, and now it's just chill time. So
yeah, well, that's very nice.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, pardon you.
Yeah,
you do look very different without your beard, mate. I must say, it's very. I mean, it's. I mean, I know everyone's going, "Oh, you look 12 or whatever." It's not that. It's just you look like a different person with Barman's voice. What happened? What did you do with Barman, and how did you steal his voice? What's going on?
magic.
Yeah, I literally have to recognize you by the hoodie. That's all I've got.
I don't. Anyone wants to buy a hoodie? They're really comfy.
Yeah, right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for high quality merch, contact the sarcastic barman at his personalized Teespring store. It's really good quality stuff. It's a bit costly though, Teespring these days, isn't it? Eh?
It is. I've turned the profit on most of the things down to like fucking pence.
Yeah, pretty much the minimum setting, isn't it?
I think this one is more expensive, but I like it the best. So,
Well, this is the thing about Teespring. They do high quality goods. You can't knock them. They've got amazing thread counts. It's that kind of t-shirt where you can feel how thick and soft it is, you know?
yeah. Well, considering how warm it was on today, because this is just the light one, I was like, oh, that'll just keep me nice. But yeah. See, you need Teespring yourself. Put your nice logo on. Well, will you get copyrighted if you do? Is it?
Well, it's a good question, isn't it? I think I've looked into this. I really have looked into it as well because I was worried. I'm pretty sure I'm okay because you're supposed to have 2 distinct enough differences, and I've got 3 pretty good ones. He wears a different outfit. He's got teeth, and he wears the shades. And on top of that, he's a cartoon, not a puppet. So I think I'm okay. I just need to give him a name.
Jim.
Well, oh, is that me? It'd just be Jim Bojo then. Yeah, the Jim Bojo logo.
Why does he need a name? He's you.
I don't know. I just is he? Is he me? I'd never thought about it like that. I suppose he is. Christ.
The nose is a bit small.
Say again.
The nose is a bit small.
Oh, is it? Ha 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 ha! Thank you so much.
Right, let's minimize that. And should we press play on this nutter?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
I don't know how loud it's going to be. Oh,
I'll tell you what. Don't you wish Anti-Flatter was here, though? He can't because he's working, obviously. But as a man who lives on a volcanic series of islands, he might have been quite useful.
Jim, this guy lives on Hawaii.
No! No! I won't believe you! He can't live on Hawaii! It's made of volcanoes! It's literally a big pile of volcanoes somebody left in the middle of the Pacific. Right, calm. There's plenty of time left. I'm calm. It's okay, barman. I'll be okay.
Yeah. Right, I'll press play. Ooh, I'll put on to, if I present to everyone, it'll lock my screen on them, won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So, good. Right, press play. Hopefully it works. I spent 40 minutes getting this working. Fucking twat.
Aloha, thank you very much for joining me, your host, Joey Rocha, for another episode of Volcanoes Are a Hoax for Third Graders. So, in today's class, I'm going to be teaching you very simply using laws of physics, using science, and putting them in layman's terms so that a third grader could understand what is this lava that we see penetrating from Earth. Where is it coming from? Is the question that people are asking, because the truth is that there is lava flow. And me being an expert in volcanism and living here.
Oh, is he?
Apparently, yeah. But wait till you see what his qualifications are, because it's like, oh, you.
Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be amazing. Can I just make a minor semantic point quickly as well? He said penetrating from the earth. It's extruding from the earth. You penetrate into something. Sorry, he doesn't English so good.
Well, I don't think he probably does sex either to know what penetration is. So, though he does, who knows?
Who knows?
Who matron? Right. Play.
In the whole world, I've been to and visited the most active volcano in the world more times than I can count on my hands and my feet. 20 or 30 times at least I've been there.
Well, it's got to be more than 20. You fucking
God, I hope so, haven't you? Unless he's been working barefoot with lawnmowers his whole life. Dear, oh dear.
Right.
I've watched the dormant lava tubes, talked with all the expert volcanists, etc., etc. The reason why I'm mentioning this, hi, Mikey Smith, how are you doing, brother? The earth is flat and motionless, proven by science. I am a flat earther. I am a truther. Today I'm bringing forth Volcanoes Are a Hoax. And the reason why I'm bringing forth Volcanoes Are a Hoax is because it's not really groundbreaking as far as it's going to advance us in a truth movement, but it's just another one of the many truths, just like evolution is a hoax. So in today's episode of Teaching for
Let's not.
Could you please share this for me, by the way? Share this while it's live, or share this if you're watching afterwards in all of your favorite Facebook truth groups, so we can get this message out there that volcanoes are a hoax. So let's get right back to it. Volcanoes are a hoax. And as I mentioned before, I've been to the volcano, the most active volcano in the world, several times. Not only have I been there several times and talked with the expert volcanists and been through the dormant lava tubes, but I was also given the opportunity through working through a company called Expedia.com, local agents on Oahu. I was able to do tours for free to the Big Island through helicopter, in the water to see the lava dripping out into the ocean. Long story short, I'm basically overqualified. But since there's no such thing as being overqualified,
I'm not sure that's how that works, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure volcanic experts, that's more than they have to do, is to do a few tours, right? Is it just me? Maybe that's it. Maybe he got his tour PhD.
Yeah, so his basis of qualification, I've been to this one volcano at least 20 times.
Yeah.
That's it. And I spoke
Isn't
to
it?
people. Yeah, no classes, no courses, no research, no dissertations, no thesis in geology, none of that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even Kent Hovind wrote a thesis. Granted, it started with the phrase, "Hello, my name's Kent Hovind," which is a bad start, but he did technically write one. Fuck me. Look, can I just say, what would happen if I were to present right now? If you were to present, would that be able to work? It's just in the intervening seconds, I just put Hawaii active volcanoes into YouTube, and I've got literally 18 pictures of different active volcanoes on Hawaii in the middle of erupting. I'm just wondering if all of them are fake or...
Well, it's weird because as he goes on with the video, he goes, yes, there is lava. I've walked through the magma tubes. It's how he comes out with the shit, because I say, I got up to about 7 minutes and we are 2 minutes in.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't get any more intelligent.
I look forward to it immensely, Barman. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh shit, where have I put the Sparko app? There it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I don't have enough bandwidth for OBS. That just goes, no.
Indeed.
So we're using a virtual webcam.
I see. Yeah, fair. Yeah, well, actually, no, that's reasonable enough. You do know today is the last day of Hangouts, right? I know. Tomorrow's August the 1st. Think of that. Happy birthday, Dad, by the way. That's tomorrow. But yeah, not good.
At midnight.
Oh God, that's a really good question, Barman. And it's 21 minutes to midnight, isn't it?
Or is it American time? Or if I
probably
stop this hangout, a bit like this is the last day of Xbox Live and people just didn't log out and they just stayed on for 3-4 months afterwards, something stupid like that.
Well, yeah, right. Well, I think what would happen is it'll probably carry past our midnight. I think when you said, oh, they're in America, you hit the nail on the head there. They'll be using American time. I say let's go and see what happens. If it all shuts down at 12, we'll come back with a fresh one anyway, right?
A fresh what?
Hangout. Well, we can use meets, can't we? Because we have meets.
We do. I forget about that.
Yeah.
We could have done 2 windows, presented the video. That would have saved me so much hassle.
I must say, when I came in, I'm surprised you didn't, because I know today's the last day of the Hangouts. So, oh well.
Nothing. I drink and I know nothing.
It's fine. We'll sort it out. It's not a technical hitch until midnight anyway, and then we'll find out, right? Yeah. Right. Let's hear
midstream.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Let's hear the madman. I will drink some rum. You play stupid.
I'm just... Oh, hang on. What the fuck? Oh, no, that's fine.
I had to give my accolades first. So you guys, I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments saying, how would you know? Have you ever been to a volcano, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So now let's get the story straight. This is what they're trying to say, right? They're trying to say that a volcano is some kind of cone-shaped mountain that has lava spewing from the top of it.
Right. Well, I can stop on that because it depends on the viscosity of the magma. If it's really, you end up with more of a flat sort of hill. And if it's quite thick, that's when it tends to go up because it sets before it rolls out more. So, yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. He was my geography teacher. He was a fucking legend. Half blind as a bat and would throw chalk at you.
Oh, excellent. I do like a good teacher who throws stuff around.
He was a good teacher. We took the piss, but he was a good teacher. Right.
Yeah.
Play.
We had an English teacher like that.
Oh, one of my English teacher walked into the class one day, Irish bloke, went, I'm a penguin. Like, oh, fuck. Day.
That's not a good start. Well, I suppose it got your attention, didn't it?
Yeah, he was good. Most of my teachers were good. I think there was only one I didn't like, and she was the biology teacher, and she was nuts. We made her.
Oh, excellent. We used to do that to our religious studies teacher all the time. Ask difficult questions.
She was fit.
Oh, nice. We had Mrs. Hendon, the biology teacher. She was lovely. Anyway.
We made ours cry. The only problem with that was the head of biology was also the rugby coach. So the next day it was, you're going to run figure of eights till I say stop. And then it was the day after that, you're going to tread water in the swimming pool for the next hour.
Nice. Yeah, well, you would though, wouldn't you, if you were in the position to do that? Kids are little bastards. We all know it.
We were. I still am.
Yeah.
Lie about it, etc., etc. Let's just get to the facts. Just like 9/11, the controlled demolition. Let's just get to the facts first, right? How about we start?
Oh, not really, really already. Just throw that little fact in there on the side, shall we? Just deal with the facts. Just deal with the facts. Just deal with the facts. Like 9/11 was an inside job. We'll just deal with the facts, right? It's just lazy. It's lazy. Come on. You can do better than that, mate.
I know. I'll just apologise to everyone in the chat. There's a couple of tags. I can't really see chat while faffing with the video. Colon said, I was at the birth of my two children. Does that make me a fracking midwife? I don't fucking agree. And Casual Spaceman, who's this twat? I'm Daniel, and the other bloke's Jim Bojo. Oh, the other one. That's Joey Rocha. Quit fucking asking me to change my name. Ooh, what's up, sexy barman? Hello. I don't know if you're male or female, but whatever. Monochromatic. Nice. Hi. Shield volcanoes. That's one, Harry Warp. That was the different types. Oh, he's gone into more detail. Shield composite. That word. Cinder cone and lava domes. Ooh.
Where are those? I'm trying to read them now. What I was thinking, Barman, is I can actually keep the chat on screen. So if people would like to send their messages to me, I'll do the job that Kiri Mac does for us on the shells and get the messages to you, if you like.
That sounds like a good plan. Casual Spaceman wants to know if we come in. Do we want him? He's a bit loud. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that guy very much. Yeah, of course he can bloody. He's brilliant.
Yeah, Sarcastic Spaceman, you can come in.
Yeah. The casual barman and the sarcastic spaceman in the same room. Proof that they are not the same person.
My video, I did that today. Just has to sit there. Nice. My chef pouring a pint. Hello. Right, I'll press play. Video, I did that today.
If I'm claiming this is a hoax, I'm going to have to give you two proofs. One, how can I prove that this is a hoax? And two, where is lava coming from? Well, that's what I'm going to do for you right now. Are you ready? Hang on just 1 second. I got to get my thinking cap on, and then we're going to get started.
It's the weight. It's fucking killing me. Where's his cap?
All right. Well, it's really simple. It's really simple. All you have to do is 2 + 2 = 4. That's obvious. We all know that. But you have to do that same math when you're applying For example, 9/11, Tower 7 coming down at free fall speed, impossibility unless it's a controlled demolition, right?
What is going on? It's like he's got a script of tag phrases and he's just like, I haven't read that one in a while. I'll say that one now, right? What does that have to do with anything? 2 + 2 = 4. 4 + 4 = 8. 9/11 was an inside job. Just doesn't... Do you know what I mean?
Not up to 9 or 11.
Oh, he says I'm bloody loud. Stop it.
You are fucking loud, you twat.
Oi, oi.
Seems to be a bit loud. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait, hang on. I can sort that. If we
Yeah,
need.
be warned. He can mute you externally. He has the power.
I'll be quiet, I promise.
Go ahead with that and put him on half volume.
You have 12.5 minutes of Google Hangout toolbox left to abuse, barman. Go nuts now.
But I'm going to speak really quietly now so you can't hear me.
Oh, no, I can hear you. I can turn you up as well, don't forget. You are doomed. Doomed.
So
I'll tell
what?
you what, right?
who's this
I have
guy?
a robot voice I could apply to him, so I could really make him sound funny if you like.
Hey, I've got voice mate. I can do this. Go.
It sounds
Ooh.
I should strictly actually put a Russian accent on because that spaceman, that logo that I created, he originally had a Russian flag on his shoulder.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so
What a careful there.
I kind of photoshopped it out because I didn't want to sort of be biased to one country or another. So I didn't want to put a UK badge in there or an American badge on there. So I thought, you know what, I'll just leave it blank.
Yeah, quite. It's actually a weird amalgamation anyway, because he hasn't got the right MMU pack for a Russian, but he hasn't got the right helmet visor shape for an American. So I think whoever slapped the flag on just chose one at random anyway.
Details.
Details. You're the wait a minute, the casual barman, spaceman, sarcastic guy. What the hell are you not doing? You should be picking holes in what I just said. You should be saying, well, actually, mate, you can tell it's not American because it hasn't got the 6 in-breathing and out-breathing ports on the front, whereas the Russian cosmonaut suit, famously X, Y, and Z, right? Come on.
I might would have done, but I'm not on a nerd channel. This is not a space channel, and I don't really care.
Ah, fair enough.
And they're all fake. Anyway, let's press play.
Space is fake. Space is fake. The moon has got its own light source. Yeah, we all know this.
Well, it's a projection, so it's a reflection of a light source, but
So anyway,
it's its own light source. It's not the sun. So.
Onto this guy. So is he denying the existence of volcanoes? This guy is, or something?
Sort of. Volcanoes are fake. Lava is real.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's see what he says then.
And the Earth's flat. And 9/11's an inside job. If you didn't get that for the third time, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Controlled demolition, my ass. Right,
Yeah,
play.
right. We should have a bingo for this.
Evidence. Okay.
I have one. No, I've got a creationist bingo card. Sorry. We'll do it
they're a
next
lot
time.
of fun. They'd be so easy for this guy, wouldn't it? Tower
God,
7,
yeah.
controlled demolition, inside job, loads of it. He's going to keep using the word proofs wrong as well, which is great because proofs is a mathematical term.
He's just going to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Are we going to press play?
Yeah.
Spaceman?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So these mountains right here that supposedly have lava spewing from them, since I'm an expert volcanist in volcanism, it's a study of volcanoes. Let's do the math together. The average melting point of rocks is anywhere between 600 to 1,000 degrees. The melting point of rocks. The stuff that's supposedly coming out of these rocks, which form a mountain, is lava, aka magma, at a temperature of 1,500 degrees, well above the melting point of these rocks.
I'll tell you what, Sunshine. I'll tell you what we'll do with him, right? We'll shove him down through the crust of the earth, and then we'll show him, and then he'll be able to experience how many thousands of degrees over 1,500 degrees it is there precisely.
Indeed. Also, he got magma and lava confused, and they're not the same damn thing.
No,
Nope.
true.
You also missed it at the start, Spaceman, where he said, I've been in the old magma tubes that are no longer active. I was like, okay, so you know magma's fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
But no! He's like, yeah, it'll melt the rock. Well, yes and no. Heat transfer, dissipation, all that fucking shit. It's like when people say you can't go into space because the thermosphere is 2,000 fucking degrees temperature. That's not the same fucking thing as heat. You're. Oh, I know it's exactly the same, but heat transfer doesn't work exactly as these fucking idiots think they do. As it's 2,000 degrees, we almost melt. No,
Temperature is not heat. Heat is not temperature. Well, they're linked, but
they're just stupid, right?
11's controlled demolition Tower 7. These rocks that form this mountain here, as the lava spewed up, it would disintegrate the entirety of the mountain itself. Yes, that's what would
usually does. Right? It usually does. Anyone who saw Mount St. Helens go, what happened was this huge area of land raised about, 30 meters really quickly. And then it all just blew into the fucking sky. That's what's so scary about Yellowstone, is if that blows, it's not like it's going to blow a little hole and fire magma. The whole of fucking Yellowstone's going to go into the sky and wipe out most of the western seaboard or eastern seaboard.
Who said it before? Who knew? Harry Warp. What's the name for the bung in the top of the volcano? I know it.
Bung. Yeah.
You get the bung.
Fucking great big cork.
But that's basically what causes the pyroclastic flow, which was that Mount St. Helens, as you were saying, all with all went.
It's called a cap, isn't it? No?
It might be. I'm not sure if it's a proper name. I was asking Harry Warp because RV plug. No. I'm sure it's not an RV plug. Is that something in relation to something else? The bone in the top of the volcano. Bone.
Well, it's called a volcanic plug. Is also called a volcanic neck or lava neck, and it's a volcanic object created when magma hardens with an event on an active volcano. That sounds about right to me, right?
Oh god, I wish I paid attention to geography.
So a neck or a plug. I'm just Wikipediaing that shit, man. I was bad at geography, trust me.
I was as well. Hence why I got chalk thrown at me.
Yeah, right.
Can we take bets? We're 4 minutes in. He's mentioned 9/11 4 times.
He has.
Can we get 10 minutes? How many times do we reckon?
But I know 6 more times, right? I'm going to go with. But how is he linking volcanoes in with 9/11?
Science.
I've missed most of this. So
he just keeps sort of saying, I need to prove that volcanoes are fake, like 9/11 was fake. I really need to prove to you how volcanoes are fake, like 9/11, but it's Building 7, because that obviously couldn't have fallen. Like, it's like literally as unsubtle and as two-dimensional as him throwing in this 9/11. It's really funny, actually, man. Seriously.
So my theory is then he's probably got a channel that's mostly dedicated to 9/11 hoax and all the rest of it. He's run out of things to say, so he's decided to pick on volcanoes, but he'll just sort of put it in there just every few minutes, just to sort of get people recognizing he's actually a 9/11 hoaxer, I think.
Oh yeah,
he does a variety of shit. This how I know you didn't watch my video the other day, Spaceman. Oh, last week. Excuse me.
I'm sure I've seen most of them.
Well, I did him last week on. Oh fuck! I can't even remember what I did on him. It was that uncreative and unimaginative that. It was shit. Russian vids, Anfield, post-recording stream, live from the pizza. Where the fuck is it? Joey Rocha, Lies Upon Lies. Oh, the title doesn't really give it away. But it was shit. I will be nice, though. Rider of Dinosaurs has a video in 5 minutes. For anyone who wants to see it, as much as I don't want to see people go, Rider of Dinosaurs is awesome. If you do go, say hello, say I sent you, and then come fucking back and bring people. Bring lots and lots of people. Oh shit, Canadian Thomas is in chat.
Have you just noticed?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have.
Our fellow shill.
Our fellow shill, yay! Right, I'll press play, we'll listen to a bit, and I must go for a wee in the next pause.
Right.
Ready, go!
So what actually happened? not only would it incinerate the mountain, but magma, the way it acts, it wouldn't just melt the rock. That's probably what you might be thinking. No, it actually explodes the rock. It explodes it as a projectile, an instant projectile, and it melts some of it. It's amazing what happens and what occurs during that process. So it's an impossibility due to the laws of physics, because the melting points of rocks are much lower than the magma. The lava that comes out of the supposed lava volcano, it's an impossibility. But we do see lava everywhere. Where is it coming from? Well, you're dealing with a guru in volcanism, so let's explain it. Here is something that is not a conspiracy that a lot of people think is a conspiracy. Right now, underneath the earth, there are things called lava tubes, and they course through the earth like veins in our body. That's a fact, okay?
Why? Why is the lava in the ground on a flat earth fucking model? If he says it's fucking hell, heating it up, I'm going to slap him.
Everything you said is wrong so far. Every single thing. Yeah, you run off to the barman's room, and I will pontificate for a minute, right? So the magma builds up in the chamber underneath the plug over time, right? And what happens is that the stuff that is nearer the surface isn't as hot. It's sort of, there's this thermal layers of heat that get hotter and hotter the further you go down. And the thing that tends to actually trigger the explosion is moisture getting down there. Because once moisture gets in there, it flash boils, expands hugely, and it starts to open cavities, and eventually that's enough to break open the volcano. Now, in the process of doing that, the walls of the inside of the caldera are melted away, and they do explode, and they do throw huge amounts of material into the air, quite apart from the thing that he hasn't mentioned yet, which is called a pyroclastic flow or pyroclastic cloud, which is to do with the initial material that's sort of sent up, then comes back down, meets stuff coming up the other way, and gets fired down the mountain. That damages the outside. Essentially, it doesn't necessarily have to destroy the entire mountain, but a lot of the things that he is saying must happen and therefore make volcanoes impossible are actually happening and in a volcano and can be tested. So I really have very little basis on which this guy can be right. It seems to be he has just at random decided to pick on something that he has a tiny bit of knowledge about so that he's got more material. Barman was spot on there. Hello, mate. That was very quick. Well done.
It's one fight at stairs, but it's like, fucking hell, run! Right.
I think I managed to fill the airwaves.
Just had my chat on there, seeing if there's no. Cool. Right, are we covered? Should I play?
Just one more thing quickly. Volcanism, an expert in volcanism and volcanoes is not called a volcanist. It's called a volcanologist, and it's a study of volcanology. Again, an expert might have known the name for the thing he's an expert at, just saying.
Unbelievable. He called himself a guru, didn't he, of volcanoes, didn't he?
Oh, quite.
Yeah.
That's a lot, isn't it? That says a lot.
His guru is something. I'm not sure about volcanoes.
Well, is a volcanist an expert in people from Vulcan?
Yeah, I think possibly. Or like someone who's really good at like getting car bumpers lined in rubber or making tires. Like Vulcan rubber. Maybe no, that's Vulcan with a U, isn't it? I don't think a volcanist is the thing. It might be someone who plays a volcano like a musical instrument.
Has he got a death grip? Do you think the Vulcan death grip?
Oh, interestingly, volcanologists are also called volcanologists with a U, which is very confusing.
They're just trying to confuse the shit out of us. Back in I'll blame the Americans. They don't like U's, so they put U's in the wrong place. So yeah, whatever.
Is anybody else? Yeah. Is anybody? This is completely changing the subject. But is anybody else distracted by those coloured square or rectangular objects on the wall behind them, or what they actually are that's been taped onto the wall? Is it?
Tell him.
Someone told me, and it's a video I have not watched of him. That's the flat Earth periodic table.
The what?
I know. It's the flat Earth periodic table.
What? Refraction, mirage.
Well, if he's a Peter Pete follower, don't they think iron isn't an element, water is an element? It's not.
Water's a living being. Don't forget. We forgot about that.
Water's a
Well, it's
living
definitely
being.
got memory, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to beat at some point because they are fucking idiots.
Anyway, back on. We're getting sidetracked. It's my fault. Go. Let's
all right.
get back on.
That's okay.
It's 1 minute past 12. Meats is still here. I
We're
think.
still here. I think. Yeah,
Well,
well,
I
hope so.
don't think they're going to close you down just because Meats is going. You probably won't be able to make another call after midnight, or whatever country that derives from that midnight time.
I think like a SWAT team with Google logos is going to burst into his bar and just like take him down.
No more meats for you.
Yeah, right. She's beating you with keyboards.
Get off! Get off!
Hangout stop meats. God, I'm getting
Oh.
confused.
Curve Pimp has a good question. He goes, "What's an expert in studying volcanologists?" And I gave him the answer. It's a volcanologist-ologist, right? That's right, isn't it? That sounds right.
There's got to be a volcanologist.
Volcanologist.
Yeah, well-
I'm going to swear by accident if I'm not careful here.
Swear.
Volcabolocalist.
Yeah, quite.
Definitely not family fucking friendly.
Ha.
Oh,
All right, fair.
Radio 2 today, factoid, people who swear are more intelligent.
Yes, they have higher
Yeah,
vocabulary.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Mm.
I
That's good because I swear like a bastard.
swear like a fucking bastard, so fuck you.
Yeah, no, you've got me licked. Indeed.
I'm a good boy on my channel. I rarely fucking swear. That's all.
That's probably why you've got so many subs compared to us, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's all effing and blinding with that.
I should be the sarcastic fucking barman.
Yeah, you should. The sarcastic fucking barman. Yeah.
Oh Christ
Come
alive!
on, you drunk fucking monkey.
If that's
It works for a lot of us.
what would we call the monkey then? Christ alive! When there's all sorts of words you could put in between his names.
Yeah, every single word has a different one.
On some of his videos, I think I can be worse.
Well,
He has-
Well, he's been polite. Yeah, recently he's had a couple of real, like, quite thoughtful, quite intelligent comments, and then he's broken down into abject expletives and profanity.
But have you heard about because apparently Daniel Pratt was having a go at monkeys, so he had a go at Daniel Pratt for having a go at monkeys today.
Yeah, I
that
noticed
was quite a lot of swearing in that one. A lot, probably more than you sarcastic.
Or his Oakley one. I don't know. I said I'm sure it was Monica. I can't remember who counted. One video was 99 fucks, let alone anything else, and one was 76. So yeah,
Nice.
it was a fuck every 10 seconds. So I have no more fucks to give.
Fuck every 10 seconds.
Your
Well,
fucks
I
have
mean-
all run dry.
It didn't last very long, but lots of portions.
Yes. Right.
Okay, excellent.
Play. We're distracted. Play. Boom.
Scientists know that. Scientists know that. That's not conspiracy theory. That's fact. If you don't know it yet, Google it. So, since we know that there's underground lava tubes, and all expert volcanists say that most lava flow on Earth occurs, like 90% of lava flow that occurs on Earth is because of these underground lava tubes, and only 10 to 5% of the lava flow that we see on Earth happens because of erupting cone-shaped mountains called volcanoes. So, as we know, lava does already spew from these underground lava tubes. But I'm here to tell you that 100% of the lava that flows onto Earth is from underground lava tubes.
Right. So what? So let me recap a second. Right. So he's basically saying these lava tubes are creating the lava. How?
Yeah. And then he's saying all underground lava happens in lava tubes.
Wouldn't that destroy the tubes, though? I thought he was saying volcanoes can't exist because the magma would destroy the volcano, right? So how can magma tubes exist? How does that work? I don't.
Yeah, where do the tubes come from in the beginning? Oh God, he's so mixed up, and he's so sure of himself, isn't he? He's still going on and saying that, oh, this is not conspiracy. You can Google it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Google it.
that's going to give us the truth. Isn't it? Google is always going to tell us the truth.
Oh yeah.
Google is all knowing and all seeing. Ask Google. Yeah, it will tell us the truth.
The trick with Google and Wiki is to then take the sources and actually research them externally, rather
Exactly.
than just stop at the Google and Wiki bit. Although I will admit, for short reference, I think it's perfectly reasonable to just nip to a wiki page and go, right, here you go, this is the standard def. And if someone wants to argue with it, then you go through the sources with them.
Yeah, but the sources at the bottom of the wiki, though, that's all the small, scary stuff, isn't it? Down the small print, all the scary stuff.
Yeah. All those
We don't
names.
want to read all that complicated stuff. Let's just get to the basic information. The 2 sentences that I really need to tell what I'm going to say.
Quite. Barman, I've got a question, mate, because you've seen a certain amount of this video, and I want to. Oh, sorry, mate. You want to go? Go on.
45 seconds of it I've seen. Well,
Okay.
you were talking about sources for Wikipedia, because obviously it's open, you can alter things to a certain extent. As he's claiming he's an expert in volcanoes, could he put himself as a source? That would be just fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah, I bet he would.
Doesn't it have to be? Doesn't have to be published. Doesn't have to be published or something, doesn't it? To be on a source. Doesn't it?
I've never tried
what the creationists do. They have a website somewhere where they all post their quote unquote thesis, and then someone goes, "Yeah, sounds good to me," and now they're peer reviewed.
Yeah.
Right.
That works. What were you going to ask, Jim?
Well, I've been sitting on this question, and I think because there's some time left in the video, I think I'll hold into it some more. But I'm just sort of let's hold on for a bit. Let's watch for a bit more, and we'll see if I explode.
I was going to say I've watched another 45 seconds of this video.
So you may not be able to answer the question anyway. I reckon let's just crack on, and you get to watch whether or not I have a mental breakdown. That'll be fun.
The whole video is 48 minutes long.
Oh, is it? Is it? Okay. On we go, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll just take a little drink. All right.
Okay. Just a reminder again for anyone who's not Rider of Dinosaurs will be 6 minutes into his video after his premiere countdown clock. If you do go say hello, please come back. I like to support everyone, and he's got more subscribers than me, so yeah.
No.
People.
We'll soon help you to change that, Barman.
Yeah, to his credit, we all like Rider of Dinosaurs here. He's a really good content.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
I've had him on the show. I know that he's been invited onto a midweek show if he can make it.
And look, do you want to see how dedicated I am to you, Barman? You see, because he's actually doing a subject that's close to my heart. If you ever look at the title of his video, and I'm here with you.
I shall have a look now. Rider of Dinosaurs. Wow. Fake Moon, Stanley Kubrick, and Viagra. Yeah, close to my heart.
Well, why am I in here? I need to get over there and watch that. That's awesome.
Don't know about the Viagra bit. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to go into that.
I just want to see how those 3 words fit in one subject. That's brilliant.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
To be fair, I was so tempted when I saw him. He was doing it. I was like, I put this video off for Radical because he had his stream. I was like, I've got my video. There's nothing on. We've got a calendar, me and Rider of Dinosaurs. There was nothing on there. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do my live stream. So I get to tell him off because he's not filled in the fucking screen. So you can't moan him.
Very bad dinosaur. Or rider thereof.
So anyone who is over there, say, casual rider. What the fuck was that? I'm reading all the things here. Rider of Dinosaurs, why didn't you tell him your Team Up YouTube schedule calendar, you twat? From Casual Spaceman.
Yeah.
I called him a twat. Just blame it on Spaceman. Right.
Blame everything on that.
How is it that you see erupting volcanoes? Is it CGI? No, it's not.
Oh, God.
Here's what it is, though. As lava courses through the earth like veins in our body, on occasion, the lava finds a fissure, a crack in the surface, and it pushes its way through. As it pushes its way through, it makes its way to the surface. As it's going along...
Right, I want to stop him there because he's so close to actually being right.
No, isn't it? That's why I haven't stopped him.
paths to come up, whether they are splits in tectonic plates or a small thin bit of the crust where it gets forced up.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
And that's what forms a fucking volcano.
Yeah.
Entire Hawaiian Islands are made by fucking volcanoes.
All of Iceland. Just all of it. Right?
Yeah.
New Zealand.
He's going to fuck up beyond belief. Right?
The surface, when it finds cavities in Earth's surface, it starts to fill them up like a pool. They call them lava pools. When it fills up, it starts to push on the boundaries of the cavity of which it's in. With its tremendous force, heat, and pressure, it causes debris from above to fall in it. When that occurs, those organic materials, trees, rocks, etc., when they fall in, they become instant projectiles because
So, a rock is an organic fucking compound, and that's what causes the volcanoes to go boom. This is exactly where I stopped it because I thought, fuck, this guy's a moron.
Now, he's a flat earther as well, right? Okay, so the reason that we think, I assume, that magma chambers form like that is to do with the complex interplay of thermodynamic effects within the core of the Earth, right? You know, the basic thing is we've got the core in the middle, it's got the lava in it, it's being reheated constantly by decaying radioactivity, and as it spins and turns and moves around, the different convecting currents cause heat differentials, and when you get a hotter, thinner bit of lava, it can maybe force its way into a fissure that was there, but it couldn't get into before, and that's how these new things form. Right, it's just this sort of interaction. So we know this, we can measure it with earthquakes. How is it happening on the flat earth? Where the hell is the magma? Why is it moving around in temperature? What is the driving force that keeps it energized the whole time, and why would it move like that? Like, it's random under there, it seems.
I'm not sure. I'm hoping he says, and if the answer is hell or God, it's a shot for everyone. No matter who, you have to have a shot. I don't care if you're in Australia.
Right.
It's what time is it in Australia, Jimbo Joe?
Depends. Anywhere from 7 to 10 hours at the moment ahead of us. So let's say 7 till 10 in the morning, roughly.
You still have to have a shot. And then New Zealand further ahead than that, isn't it?
11 hours.
I haven't got a shot to be had. Huh? There's nothing in here to drink. Nothing stays in the house long enough to have a shot. It's all right for you. You're actually sitting in behind a bar that's full of booze.
I know. Look, I've got 20 different gins there.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You're not exactly. What's the word? Sport for choice. Well, you are sport for choice, but you know what I mean.
Do you not have a drinks cabinet then, Spaceman?
No, I'm not that posh, and drink never stays long enough in the house to be to stay for a couple of days, and it's gone.
That means you don't buy enough.
Yeah, I've more or less got a bar.
I think if I bought enough, I'll be an alcoholic.
No, because then you'd have to go to meetings, and you don't have time to go to meetings.
Alcoholics never have booze in the house. They've just got 1 or 2 bottles of the same thing hidden in some wellies somewhere, right? Yeah. If you've got a house that's absolutely full of different kinds of booze, that's almost proof that you're not, because it means you can keep that stuff safely without just consuming it in a fit of pique, you know? I've got maybe 30 or 40 different bottles of kinds of booze in the house that I've picked up over the years. Some inherited, some I've bought and I keep it topped up, and I never run out of it, and I never really get through it that quickly.
So what does that make me then?
If you've got none in the house, I'd say you need to get to a meeting fast.
Right, let's play this dick instead of picking on me.
Have you been blacking out recently, mate? Can you remember all day? When did you last drink?
I'll tell you what. There's something fundamentally wrong here. I'm speaking to 2 people who've got copious quantities of alcohol in the house, and I've got none, and I'm the alcoholic. What the fuck?
Well, it says a lot that you finished yours.
The alcohol. Right, I'm pressing play. Shut the fuck up.
All right. Sorry.
Are much lower than the magma. So as they fall in, and a close-up shot from National Geographic and other such agencies give the illusion of a volcano erupting, when actually what you saw was a lava bed or a lava pool full of lava, Earth's cavity full of lava and debris from above falling in on it and it projecting out. When you hear reports of other countries having erupting volcanoes and it's in their news, it's actually not when you fact checked it. If you fact check it, you'll see that these countries that are being accused of having volcanoes that are erupting are claiming themselves that the other countries are doing so simply to hurt their tourism. You see,
What?
Why? He wants to kill its tourism? Why? It's the only thing they have. Sorry, but it's their big thing.
Did you hear as well? So these countries are being accused of having volcanoes.
Yeah.
By other countries.
J'accuse.
Hawaii. I
Right.
want Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii to see the fucking volcanoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
naughty Hawaii with those volcanoes out there.
Oh, God. Iceland. Like, people who go to Iceland, right, it's very cold in Iceland, basically. It's not, like, super freezing, but it's pretty cold there, and things are quite expensive, and it hasn't got the world's greatest architecture or anything like that. When people go there, it's to look at the beautiful volcanic landscape. Genuinely, that's quite a lot of the deal of going there. It's certainly not hurting their fucking tourism, telling people they've got volcanoes. Christ.
What's the most popular? Well, it's probably second most popular tourist destination for British people.
I don't know. What is it?
Well, I would reckon after Spain, it's going to be somewhere just off the coast of Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
Famously fucking volcanic.
I don't know.
slightly.
Also, I don't know if anybody noticed, but when he did this thing, when he went like that, it was. Did he have a crack pipe in his hand by any chance? It looked like he's got something in his hand. I don't know what it is, but I just wondered if it was a crack pipe.
Plug.
It seems like it. Look, on a serious note, there is one element of the volcanic explosion that disproves everything you said so far. I mentioned it once already. Pyroclastic flow.
Yeah.
Okay, so stuff gets thrown up. Let's say that's debris, right? Debris falls in, explodes, and comes back out. And then when it comes down, it meets what? More debris, because it's caused by this. A huge amount of material has to come down and a huge amount of material has to go up, more than would fit in the caldera alone. So magic rocks are appearing out of nowhere to cause this to happen, or volcanoes are a thing.
Yeah. Oh, the pressure builds up and boom, 700 miles an hour, 1,000 degree pyroclastic fucking clouds that are going to melt your skin off your fucking bones.
Indeed.
Yeah. What temperature do bones melt at?
Well, it carbonizes you instantly. As far as I recall, what happens is you end up with a skeleton buried in ash for a few thousand years, like Pompeii.
Yay! Oh,
Yay.
for anyone who goes to Pompeii, don't go to Pompeii. Go to Herculaneum.
Herculaneum.
Same as Pompeii and whatever. It's exactly the same as Pompeii, but there's far less tourists, so you get to go around more and not have fucking obnoxious Americans going click, click.
I know for a fact if you pay the guy enough, he'll take you right up to the lava, which he's not supposed to as well.
That's very cool. I'll just make sure there's no Americans in my chat. You're gonna send Ryder a link.
See a couple. Be nice to the Americans, Barman.
I love taking the piss out of Americans, not Canadians, because they're really nice. Anyway,
and they say please and thank you a lot.
they do.
There's no fun. You insult them and they say, "Oh, sorry, eh?"
Yeah. Anyway, I was asking then, did Rider of Dinosaurs want to come in? Hopefully he'll answer me, because someone asked if screw you guys, give us.
I'd love him to come in, but I've got a 5 that says he won't.
Yeah, he might not. He can't normally do live stuff, can he?
No, he's not.
Just no one asked if I was going to send him a link, so I can't do it. Fair enough. I just saw that and thought I'd ask on the off chance. So, Cruising with Jay's American. Yeah, no one cares. Why is Cruising with Jay
Hey, Cruising with Jay's cool.
He is.
He was going to hang out with me the other one.
Well, I've just made him blue because fair play, we had him on. Yeah, I'm
cool.
Or Casual Spaceman, you and your fucking Discord server. I've got enough servers to be in. Christ.
Yeah, but you're my friend.
See,
That was a silence, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it?
You read a lot into that. Dear, oh dear. You got to work on your tack, Barman. Hey, at least you're on it.
Perfectly.
You were thinking, how do I answer that diplomatically?
I didn't say I wasn't his friend.
Yes, you studiously did not.
I love you, casual barman.
Yeah, we love him. Casual Barman's great. No, wait, sarcastic spaceman? Is that you? I forget.
So you're getting it wrong. Sarcastic spaceman. That's quite correct. Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
cool.
Right, I'm pressing play.
And if you're wondering, what about Mount St. Helens? Well, ask this to yourself. Was there any lava that came out of Mount St. Helens? No. So Mount St. Helens has nothing to do with this topic. And by the way, Pompeii.
Wait, stop. Oh,
Mount St. Helens has nothing to do with it.
Stop! Pompeii.
play again.
Oh shit! Right, 8:25. I need to go back. Oh shit.
Right, okay, what are you doing now? It's just a Rider of Dinosaurs gave a comment to you, and I was trying to read it out to you in the gap. Sorry. Bones have a melting point of 1,670 degrees C or 3,038 degrees Fahrenheit. So now you know.
Right. So I need to get the oven 3 times hotter. Okay.
Yeah, that's
cool.
it. Set the oven to gas mark 271 for
Well, no,
approximately 7 seconds.
Haven't I? So I can get that at the moment. I've had the highest was about 580.
Okay. Do you need one of those new Apollo 5 ovens?
Well, I reckon if I put some bellows in the back, that would help.
Possibly. I haven't seen the. I know I have seen your pizza oven. You might be able to with something like that.
Well, we'll see. Right. Right. Silence. We can listen to Pompeii.
Steel beams don't melt at 1607. Sorry.
It doesn't matter what temperature steel beams melt at.
I was making a 9/11 joke.
I know. But it's what you become malleable at.
Yeah. Have you seen the video? Have you seen that little video the guy's done? He like works in a workshop and he gets an iron bar and he melts the bar. He just gets up to about 900 degrees C and then bends it with his pinky and just says, "I don't want to hear about any more of this. Jet fuel won't melt steel bars. Bullshit." And just walks the fuck off camera. Genius.
And they say jet fuel doesn't burn at this temperature. Who cares? Wood on its own will only burn at temperature X. You put airflow into it, wind, other shit. It gets
other combustible materials.
Yeah.
Like shitloads of paper and big fucking huge office.
Yeah.
And furniture and computers that are full of plastic. God knows what else. Carpets, partitions, anything. Yeah, exactly. There's lots of it in that building.
What building was it? I'm sure it's the Burj Khalifa or whatever in Saudi.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Its doors have to be spring-loaded because the temperature difference inside sucks the air through.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got a fire at the top of the building, it's really hot. It's going to be drawing air up through the bottom, and the fact that the door to let people in actually helps the fire through the fireways, through the fucking elevators, and increases the power of the fire. For fuck's sake! Anyway.
It's a big chimney.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to press play and we're going to listen to Pompeii being a fucking hoax.
Oh, God, I've been there.
If you fact check it, lies to help. By the way, pies to help to hurt other countries.
What the fuck happened there? Did that sound weird to everyone?
It did. It was repeated a bit. Do you want to maybe just rewind about 20 seconds or so, maybe?
Mate, Illuminati confirmed.
If I go to 750, oh fuck, no, 747, that'll do. So we've got about 40 seconds even. Bump.
Here's what it is. It's lava if you flies to help. By the way, if you fact check it, are much lower lava if you fact.
Not impressed.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'll try and press play again.
Spells that the other countries are doing so simply to hurt their tourism. You see, that's the way that people respond. They make up lies to help to hurt other countries' tourism, when in fact, it's a lie in the very first place. And if you're wondering, what about Mount St. Helens? Well, ask this to yourself. Was there any lava that came out of Mount St. Helens? No. So Mount St. Helens has nothing to do with this topic. And by the way, Pompeii is a hoax too, folks.
Look at his little smile. Look how pleased he was with that little rhyme. Look at him.
Hoax
I did it funny.
folks. Right, let's play. That's the point we got to before. So let's go on.
I just have to play for everyone who else that he thinks Pompeii is a hoax. It's like,
Folks.
who hoaxed Pompeii? Do the Romans know? It's in their fucking literature. Fuck
Do you
my
think
life.
all those people they found, they will just like, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll all just lie down at the same time and wait and die. And it'll really fuck up archaeologists in about 1800 years' time. Right?
We'll wait
Oh,
for
it's
buried in red hot sand and ash and crap. And yeah, it'll be fine. They're going to give us 50 denarii for this. Yeah.
Worth it.
it's ancient Roman CGI, didn't you know?
Of course.
No, it's NASA.
It's NASA, yeah.
Right.
NASA is Hebrew, so NASA were obviously in the garden and have been around forever.
Isn't NASA for Hebrew meant to say something like devil or
No, what it is
Or-
Nashar, Nashar, Nashar means to deceive, right? Whereas Nasar, Nasar, which I think you'll agree sounds a lot more like NASA, means to lift. So they accuse the word NASA of secretly meaning deceive,
Nasha?
but it's
Oh,
actually a lot more like the Hebrew word meaning to lift, which is strangely appropriate.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Learn something new every day.
Oh, and Rider of Dinosaurs has left a lovely picture of lava at Mount St. Helens, just to rub salt in the wound, really. Well done, Rider.
But NASA's not a word, it's an acronym.
Quite.
Exactly.
Right, I'm pressing play for the nutter with 40 minutes left to go.
Crack pipe.
We've blown up his butt plug.
Now, this leads me to the next part of this topic. Since we're already discussing lava tubes and volcanoes being a hoax, why do we mention volcanoes are a hoax? Because it's the truth, and truth fears not investigation. Truth fears not investigation. Why do they want us to believe that there are volcanoes? I'll tell you the reason why.
Who's they again? There's the they. Always. There's always the they, isn't they? They, them.
We
they.
dealt with this. We
So
happen to know for a fact because of Hans that all of they, it turns out, are trans people, right, Barman?
Yeah.
That was the one.
Apparently.
If they're called they cross-dress. I
mean,
don't.
you know,
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't fucking know. These people are lunatics. For fuck's sake.
volcanoes have been documented, you know, since Roman times, like since Pompeii for what, I don't know how many, 1,500 years, 2,000 years. I
Oh,
don't bloody
no, I mean, as long as humans have been able to draw caves on walls, there have been
Yeah,
pictures of
exactly.
volcanoes,
Okay,
man.
well,
Tens of thousands of
tens
years.
of thousands of years. It's been well documented for tens of thousands of years.
Concrete.
So let's just go back to say, just for instance, just for example, I throw a figure out there, 5,000 years ago. So who are they 5,000 years ago? The government, NASA, again?
Yeah, the fucking Masons.
Masons, yeah,
Doing
exactly.
their silly handshakes and back scratching.
Yeah,
Jesus.
in caves.
Yeah, obviously.
Stupid. Someone's just messaged me. I just need to respond to that. I probably don't, but I'll do it while you two were chatting happily. I was like, oh, they'll go on.
Yeah, we were stopped now. Got nothing left to say.
Well, do you not want to know what his periodic table of flat earthery is? I really want to fucking see this. This sounds amazing. He's got elements. Surely there should only be 4. And the 5th one, surprise, obviously.
Well,
The element of surprise, right?
there is no element of surprise for the Spanish Inquisition because they have to give 3 months' notice.
Yeah. That's a QI fact. That's a great one.
I don't think it was 3 months, but it was several months.
Some cases longer. Yeah, no, everyone expects the Spanish Inquisition. Firstly, they invite you to a location, and mostly it wasn't actually torture. Generally speaking, it was literally just a case of going through a kind of weird bureaucratic exercise and doing a few rituals.
All right, typing.
We talk a lot of bollocks. Oh, Pete Barubi's in the chat. Barubi's in the chat. God, I'll get his name right one day. Hello, Pete Barubi. Barube. Somebody tell me how to spell it. Fucking pronounce his name. I just don't know.
We could ask him to come in and just say his name. Pete, do you want to come in?
Yeah,
No,
While we wait for that, should we hit play?
I'll hit play. You watch that. Ryder Jones will throw himself into a volcano and prove us wrong. That would teach us. And that was it. Cool. Pressing play.
And also, they want us to believe that deep beneath the Earth's surface, there are things called supervolcanoes, which there are not, and that one day they may blow so that they can clear us out of areas if they choose to do so, based on fear alone. But there's no such thing as supervolcanoes, and there's no such thing as a cone-shaped mountain that can withstand the temperatures of 1,500 degrees that hot lava, which is magma, which is just simply silicon and oxygen, is.
Says the person who lives on fucking Hawaii.
I mean, I've seen them. It's a big conical mountain with a hole at the top that smoke comes out of, and occasionally fire comes out for quite a long time, and the mountain doesn't go anywhere. So that debris is coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
Also, he seems to think the magma chamber's above ground, and it's like above the base of where the mountain is, and it's deep, isn't it?
Ground is there in literal height. But
Right.
I'm lucky enough to have only been to Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, and Tenerife of those islands. I've never seen any other volcanoes. And it's only Lanzarote I've been up the national park and all the stuff like that. And you see the lava flows and you see the big weird curves that have set. And then they cook fucking sausages above a tube that goes down to the fucking volcano.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Now, the cooked sausages, well, maybe that's what it is. On top of these cone-shaped mountains, there's people up there cooking sausages. That's what all that
It's
smoke
just
is.
barbecue ground.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
Few
lots of-
fireworks.
Yeah, just lots of people having barbecues. That's what the smoke is.
I feel like such a damn fool.
Oh, they're fucking crazy. They are fucking crazy. Right.
Yeah.
Press play.
Indeed.
Yeah.
There's no way that those rocks could withstand the melting points of the magma. Checkmate. It's so simple. Just like when you're proving the Earth is flat, the horizon is level. Spherical trigonometry, which is 8 inches per mile squared.
Oh,
No,
God.
it's not. No, it's not. No, it isn't. That's a parabola. It's not how you do a circle. It's... Sorry, Barman. We're barely into this video, and I'm already just ready to throw a fridge across the room. What the hell? Everything that comes from his mouth is a cliche, and it's easy to disprove. Why are we wasting so much time going through every point? Breathe. Right, I'm drink. We haven't had a cause to drink yet, have we?
Circle or a sphere. The horizon is not fucking level, and even worse, it was. I don't know whose video it was.
No, wait. The horizon is level. It's not flat.
No, it's not level. I
Isn't
know.
it?
That's fucking weird. I can't remember whose video it was. He went up a hill. He set up a tripod, spirited up a tube. You can look through and see the horizon on one side from the hill. When you go to the other side of the tube and look through, it doesn't point at the horizon, which you think it fucking would, and that confused the shit out of me.
Right. No, what you're doing there, though, you're talking about the drop in the horizon. That you can demonstrate that the horizon on one side of you and the horizon on the other side of you, though they're level with each other, they're not level with your eyes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you turn around and you go, it wasn't much, but it's that little bit lower, or as you go up in a plane, they fucking change, but whatever.
Yeah.
These fucking crazy people. And if you get a big picture and do a left to right compression when you shrink the picture up, and then have a line, the horizon doesn't fucking sit straight with the fucking line. Because it's not fucking. Oh. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, we're getting a bit of discord in the old chat about this on the semantics of it. So essentially, the horizon is level with itself all the time. And when you look at any horizon, you will see a thing that is level. But strictly speaking, the higher up you go, it won't be level with your eye level the whole way. I think that's where the
That's what it
distinction
was. Yeah, it comes all the way around, but when you're looking from one side to the other, it doesn't. If you're looking through a spirit level,
It's not. Yeah, it's not level across a spirit level.
It wasn't Wolfie. It was one of the two of them. Well,
They're
what's
actually
up, guys?
a couple. Hey, how's it going?
that's what we're doing.
Good.
Yay! It's Pete. Oh, what the fuck happened there?
Hey, Pete.
Hey, guys.
Pete, tell me, mate, how do I pronounce your name, please?
Barubi.
Barubi. It was.
Yeah.
I was
Barubi.
getting it sort of right, I think.
Yeah, you were so close. You were just missing the E at the end.
Barubi. Barubi.
Barubi.
Cool. I'll get that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
perfect. Right there. Yeah.
I'm sure he told us last time we spoke to him.
Yes, he did, and I forgot.
I think he
because I'm
told
a
you in the-
terrible human being.
Because I think he told you when he was on the shills, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, pretty sure he did.
I
Yeah.
can only apologise.
Oh, it's okay. It's been getting butchered my whole life. I'm used to it.
Well, I mean, you should see how my surname is spelt. I get the same thing. I've been called Buju by so many people.
Well, welcome to the club.
His name's Dave. So, as we worked out in London, you can call everyone Dave.
Yeah,
And
pretty much everyone's Dave. All right, Dave, can you ask me a question, mate?
yeah.
Why is it called a quid then? That's what you did. You literally, barman was brilliant. He ran around an entire pub and asked as many people as he could. Listen, mate, why is it called a quid?
No one knew. And it was someone
One
came-
guy did. One guy got it.
He fucking googled it. The
He
language.
did, yeah. Let's be honest.
So what is it
My
called a
wife
quid?
knows everything. No,
Quid pro quo.
quid pro quo, and that was the
Oh,
reason.
okay.
And it was like, ooh, worth knowing.
Never knew
Yeah,
that.
look at that.
Yeah, Rider of Dinosaurs is telling me off for being drunk. Yeah, fuck you. But yeah, it's level, not flat. I'm getting my words mixed up. But yeah, MC2. Why did Colon tag me for MC2? Was that about the looking through spirit level and tubes? Hopefully he'll clarify that, because otherwise just saying MC2 and sarcastic barman is very confusing. Come on, Colon. Come on.
But Stringer News, definitely not flat feet.
Yeah. If the world is curved, why are shoes flat and not like that?
I meant to say earlier on as well. Harry Warp said, I don't know who this is. Pliny the Younger documented the eruption of Vesuvius. Who is Pliny the Younger? Anybody know?
Right, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this. Pliny the Younger, if it's Pliny the Younger, excuse my pronunciation, was a Russian. Fuck's sake. If you in fucking space, it's like space, Russia, America. They're the two. That's all we talk about. But anyway, yeah, he was a Roman historian and did a shitload of documentation and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah. Yes, SB, it was the level. Right, cool. So I know where to look for that. So MC2 level horizon. We'll find that now. I'm going to press play because that's a lot to say.
Sorry, just quickly, it's worth pointing out Pliny the Younger was he was a magistrate. He did he did other things as well. Quite a lot of it was historical sort of recordings of things, but he was just a very well-to-do, well-educated man from that period who, as a consequence of being well-educated, ended up doing these histories.
In other words, he was rich and Roman.
Yes, he was just a rich Roman.
Hmm.
One of the lucky ones. The ones who died at age 40, not 25.
Actually, no. Who was it? Oh, I did this for someone else. And we were talking about average lifespans. And Roman, if you were rich and a Roman citizen,
Yeah, you could be like 55, 60.
Yeah, which isn't
Yeah.
too bad, to be fair. So
It's really not. Glasgow's is technically lower. I wish I was joking, but Glasgow has technically got a life expectancy of like 39 years. It's like, well, it's not quite that bad, but it's like 20 years less than the rest of the country around it. It's awful.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Not a good sign, really. Oh shit, disco beat. Nope, that's nothing to know. Cool. Right, I'm gonna press play. Anyone say anything, Pete?
Nope. I jumped in the middle of the video, so I want to see where we're at.
That's all right. I'll press play, and we shall see.
That objects you can see at vast distances should be below your field of vision, but they're not. The Earth is not in motion at over 1,000 miles per hour, proven by the Michelson-Morley interferometer experiment and many more practical experiments. Every single landmass on Earth that's ever been measured, like Kansas and Florida, etc., from point to point, from end to end, they're level. That's an
Oh God, this right. I hate this thing about spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. The Earth is not spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. It's actually spinning at 0.000964 revs per minute. And I've used this analogy before. The hour hand of a clock needs to rotate around the clock face twice in 24 hours, whereas the Earth doesn't. And does the hour hand? Does that hour hand look like it's moving fast to you?
No.
You know,
It's worth
and-
pointing out,
and-
AB Science showed on the shows the
Yeah.
other day how if you made the planet Earth actually spin at a rate of once every 12 hours, like the hand on a clock, that's so fast the planet would disintegrate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would
for
basically
sure.
be impossible to see it spinning in such a way rotating in such a way as you could actually see it without it breaking apart.
And it get me. I mean, I'm not really sort of scientist, but speed is only relative to a given fixed point, isn't it?
Yes.
Speed,
So it's
yeah.
it's not something that you can actually measure in terms of sort of the in terms of the galaxy or the universe or even a solar system. It's just
Oh no, that's not strictly speaking true because it's something that can be derived from distances and speed, distances and time.
okay,
and
yeah,
space.
fair enough. Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same analogy. You know, when you if I'm sitting in a car and I throw a tennis ball to somebody
Yes.
say if the car's doing 100 miles an hour, I throw the tennis ball to him.
Yep.
That tennis ball is only going at 5 miles per hour. It's not going
Indeed.
at 105 miles per hour. It might be to somebody else that's outside of the car. So
Yeah.
that's why speed is relative. So
Well, then,
they just get this equatorial spin of 1,000 miles per hour, and they just get that into their head, and it just won't shift, and it annoys me.
I've got to correct you on this. Not you, actually, but the people making the claim. You don't measure spin in terms of meters per second, or like that's not how you measure spin. Spin is measured in rotations per given unit of time.
Exactly.
That's how you. That's the point. You can't measure speed of spin like that. You can measure rim velocity. That is it, and that's not related to the spin exactly. Well,
Yeah.
it depends on the diameter.
Yeah. Meter squared is an acceleration.
Yeah, indeed.
But of a curved object, we're just going revolutions per minute, per hour, per day,
Yeah,
per
indeed.
second. And
definitely
Units of
not per hour
revolution
squared.
divided by units of time. Indeed. Angular momentum.
Pete was just saying something. What were you saying, Pete?
Yeah, definitely not per hour squared or anything like that.
Oh, exactly.
and as for if we were moving at 1,000, we'd fly off if we jumped up. No. Get on. Everyone, I'm sure everyone's seen the video by now. Trampoline pulled by car. Guy on
Yeah.
trampoline bounces.
Yeah.
What happens to the guy? He goes up. He comes down on the trampoline. Because the energy of the momentum of the tractor being pulling forward with the trampoline behind it has been transferred to him as he makes contact with it.
Indeed. Law 1, conservation of momentum. Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
An object will remain at rest, or an object in motion will remain in motion unless acted on by an external force. Bish, bosh, bash, jobs are good, and Newton for 500 years, whatever it is. I mean, come on. We've tested it. We checked. It's fine. It's good.
Newton, born on Christmas, he was God's gift. Moving on.
possibility of 25,000 miles in circumference. So why do I come here and bring you this news? Why do you see millions and millions of people like myself professing these truths online on YouTube?
Not millions and millions. Moving on.
Professing them as truths, really, as well.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what truth means. But where I've got him paused now, doesn't he look dodgy as fuck with those eyes like that? Or
I can't decide if it's that or if he just looks vacant. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
told
there's a
you.
certain-
I told
No.
you. I told you. We saw it earlier on. Crack pipe.
Crack pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's either nothing there, or his pupils are so dilated you can't see nothing.
There
Peter,
is that.
I
well.
don't know if you saw it earlier on, but he had something in hand and he was definitely smoking it when he had his little break. Crack
Yeah, I
pipe.
think
I'm telling you.
standard fake, but who knows what was in it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
Oh.
he doesn't look like he's got pupils. We're getting
Yeah.
distracted now.
No, we've got two comments and questions I need to bring to your attention though. One is from Cruising with Jay. He said, "Are we talking about that Dan guy from Jose's feed last night?" We're not. Barman, what's this guy's name?
This is Joey Rocha.
Joey Rocha, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it's same claim though, or one of the same claims that we did deal with, and the other one is a colon who said force equals mass times acceleration for general, and force equals mass times gravity for fucking gravity. Flurfs don't get that right either. Fucking spot on. Well put, sir.
Yes, sir.
Forming
Good.
density includes gravity is always a good sign. But yeah,
1 minute debunk. Millions of people can be totes wrong. Yeah, fucking right. And he's also super tired and has to go to bed, or go edit a video. So see you later, 1 minute debunk. Thank you for coming, buddy. Hello.
Good night.
all
Good night,
connection
1MD.
was in the dark. Wasn't sure who was. Jay, he's the guy I did a video on last week, a week today.
Right.
4 videos ago now, to be fair. Wow, it's been a busy week. Right, play.
Why is this phenomenon growing? This truth movement of the Earth being flat and motionless is the biggest grassroots movement that the Earth has ever seen, and it's a historical fact. The growth of the movement since 2015, around 25 million.
You've muted yourself.
You're silent, Byron.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey.
Did you want to make a comment that Mr. Jimboju?
No, just sort of making an exclamation of appalledness. What? Right, I'm making up words. You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
The rum's hitting me. This is bad. This is painful. Help.
Jesus Christ. Right.
Million to around 2017 when there was about 200 million to now in 2019 nearly 2.
I'm going to go back because I missed that on what he's talking number-wise for. Right, 1050, we'll go to 1034.
Truthers to now truth
Yeah, we'll fuck up the fucking thing. Right, go.
and motionless is the biggest grassroots movement that the Earth has ever seen, and it's a historical fact. The growth of the flat Earth movement since 2015, around 25 million, to around 2017 when there was about 200 million.
Oh, what?
I'd like
Wow.
to know where he's getting those figures from. I really would. Can we have a citation, please? Citation
Yeah.
required.
That's almost half the USA.
Flat Earthers.
That's 3% of the fucking population of Earth. Are you certain about those numbers? I'd love to see your citations.
The citation required, sir.
Yeah,
Citation.
indeed. Citation required. Demonstration, please.
I would say the removal of slavery would be a larger
Right?
movement than this.
Movement.
Right,
My
yeah.
God.
I mean, to put it in perspective, that's almost 3 times the population of the UK.
Half the population of the US.
Yeah. So it was 2/3 of the population of the US, or well over half.
Yeah, or 18 times the population of Wales.
Fuck me. That is
Or the
seriously-
population of Canada.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
over
wait.
3%. It's over 3% of the entire world's population. I'm
Wow.
sorry, but 1 in 30 people I meet is not a flat earther. They're a fucking moron and believe stupid things at that sort of rate. Yeah, that sounds fair. But flat earth, come on, man. Even the morons think that's stupid.
Very
Wait,
true.
wait, I'm working something out to how many nuts? That many. Divided by that many.
You know, sorry, go on.
Go on. No, go, you go.
No, I was going to say, I bet where he gets those figures. See, I used to get this in politics all the time, right? Because what they used to do is people used to quote a load of figures, and they get it from a survey, and they surveyed probably 1,000 people, right? And they've got or say 70% of people have said this, so therefore 70% of the world's population think this.
No,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is they'll interview 2,000 people, and if they want the result they want, they'll ignore 1,000 of them, and if they want the other result, they'll just take that 1,000 and go, look.
I can almost guarantee that that's probably what he's based it off from. I almost like, they've interviewed 1,000 people in some town and backwater somewhere that hasn't got the education of a fucking flea.
Oh yeah,
and they said, "Do you believe the Earth is flat?" They've probably majority of them probably have said yes, so therefore they're probably getting that from that base on that basis. It's like no.
They're all morons. Right. I was going to say that's 200,000 times the population of Vatican City. I had to look up how many people are in the Vatican City. That makes it sound a lot. Now I'm a flirter because I say 200,000 times the population of the Vatican City believe the Earth is flat.
Big numbers.
That's a big number. It's only 200 million, which yes is a large number. In ways of population Earth is still not a huge amount, and even worse, it's probably fucking made up.
I've seen a certain drunken monkey in the chat, mate.
Oh shit!
Look out!
Oi!
Oi!
Dumbass fuck fluff hanging out on the bollocks from a tree and say it isn't coming to. Then you must be one tons motherfucking dumbass fucked hard. Oh, true. It's true. What I'll quickly do before I press play.
Oh, wait a minute. 1 minute debunker said that's 200 million times the number of popes there are. That's funny.
Yeah, but everyone knows there's only one pope called Dave.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, I'll press play and we'll see what crap he comes out with. Jesus Christ. Right.
To now, in 2019, nearly 2020, there's approximately 1 billion flat earth truthers.
What?
Sorry, I was checking down. He says 1 billion flat earth.
1 in 7 of the entire population is now a flat earther.
Yeah. Citation required, please. Citation.
I don't think he knows what
there are lies, and then there are breathtaking, bald-faced lies like that, right? I mean, you either have to be stupid or have balls of steel to look straight into a fucking camera and say that. Yeah, mate. 1 in 7 people think 9/11 was an inside job, and the world is flat. Are you absolutely sure you've done the numbers? Did you just I bet you. I'll tell you what happened. Right, is that he went around his local neighborhood and he counted up 30 or 40 people, and then he worked out of those how many believe in the flat Earth. And because he's a nutter who's obviously surrounded by equally moronic nutters, he went, "Oh wow, that's like nearly a fifth of them or whatever." And that was enough. He went to a college friend, they crunched the numbers. 6 weeks later they managed to divide 30 by 7, and that's how he came up with his numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's worse? I think we're only 48-minute long video. We're only 11 minutes in, and this is the crap he's come out with. We still don't know why he thinks volcanoes are fake, because he agrees that lava is real and it comes out the ground. That's a fucking volcano. Well, I think we've heard more about fucking 9/11. Jesus Christ. Right. Let's let it play for a minute. I'm going to leave it for a minute and we'll see what crap he comes out with.
Our truthers have a purpose to spread the truth because we're trying to get something out there. It's an awareness to all of our brothers and sisters of this plane of earth that we live on, that we're all living on together. It's that we unite as one. We are one race. We are not separate races. We are not separate citizens of separate countries. We unite as one people. and we overthrow the worldwide governments. The governments of the world are all in cahoots. They're all in cahoots with one another. They're all on the same plan. They're sending our children to war to fight useless false flag crisis actor promoted events just to keep us separated from family and from friends and from our true birthright. What do we do?
That sounds worrying.
Flat Earth is the answer. Flat Earth knowledge is the answer.
To what?
I think he's going cult on it.
Birthright stuff. That's a bit dog whistly, isn't it? What's
It is a
going
bit
on there?
slightly.
He's going cult on us now.
Yeah, isn't it? Ooh, Colon's got all the corners on his bingo sheet now. He's nearly won. You guys keep up. I think we need to have a drinks call. I think every time this guy says the word truth, someone needs to take a drink.
I don't have enough alcohol for that.
Oh, right, okay.
Sarcastic barman, we can't hear you. You've gone silent.
Yeah.
Working now?
Yep.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you're better now.
I clicked the wrong button. I was
Because he's having a crisp. Lovely.
Oh, I can join in you on that.
Oh, do we have? Oh God, it's not one of these things when they do little silent things on the microphone, is it? What do you call that thing? I don't know. YouTube. ASMR. Yeah. Oh, good God. I'm going now.
This is the ASMR channel.
Chris eating ASMR channel.
Ramen. Eating crisps. These are some lovely Bobby's barbecue snacks. Other crisps are available.
Kettle crisps. Woo! Right. So he said nothing of interest. He's just going on about crap, isn't he? These are the points where I think, should we just skip ahead? But I don't know what he's got to say.
I think do random pot shot jumps. Jump by 10 minutes because he's going to say bollocks wherever it is.
We've jumped by 8 minutes because it's clicked. So I'll have to play, pause, and then he's got a stone.
Ooh, but is it carved? Because then we know it's Romanian.
Yes.
I feel like I should go back 2 minutes. He's got a stone, but then I think no, we'll be here till tomorrow.
We'll pick
It's a
it
moon
up.
rock.
Are we ready?
Oh, we've got a new caller.
Hey,
Oi!
Oi, fucking
Oi, fucking oi!
what's up, tree brother?
How's it going, man?
How's it going, people?
Oh, is that the monkeys just joined us? Hello, monkey.
Yeah.
Fucking right, man. Getting over my fucking wounding from Daniel Pratt.
Oh, are you all right, mate? Do you need a break?
How
You see-
dare he come out with that fucking monkeyism, mate?
Oh, I know that the mistake
Bullshit,
he made. He had to go at monkeys, and of course,
The
the monkeys
nerve.
had to strike back.
Fucking right. When I see him, I'm going to throw shit at him.
Yeah, all right.
Deserves it.
Absolutely. Actually, I don't know if I'd want to throw my shit at him. My shit's way too good.
Seems wasteful.
Yes,
You know-
very, very much so.
Right,
Maybe it'll fertilize him and it'll grow a brain.
So we got Jim Bojo, Pete Berube, a dumbass fucktard on a video, myself, and the casual fucktard.
What can go wrong?
Sorry, that just rolled off my tongue.
Poor Spaceman, he's getting so picked on tonight.
Oh
I
no, you're
know.
bullying me.
I'm sorry for him.
I feel
Yeah, it's because
bullied.
he's the megastar, isn't it? He's the one with all the subs. He's the famous one. That means naturally we're just going to pick on you all fucking night.
Carol,
I haven't got 1,000 subs yet. I love you.
Did you
Damn it.
did you see my comment? I found out Freddie Flintoff's a dumbass flurf.
He's not.
Oh,
He
he's
fucking
Oh
is.
God.
Yeah, can you believe it? Freddie Flintoff's a fucking flat earther. What
What
is
is
going on?
One of the greatest Christians we've had in modern times, and he's a flat earther.
Yeah,
Please
I
no.
mean, he is very, very stupid, to be honest. All he has to do for a living is throw the ball. Or hit the ball.
Oh, Jimbo.
Mhm.
Look, I love the game of cricket, but let's be honest, there's not much thinking involved, mate. You've got to be able to count to 6.
yeah, and run.
Yes, count to 6, run, throw a ball, hit a ball. I mean, we're
And
talking
catch.
like 5 things.
Throw,
tell
throw
Yeah,
a
yeah.
ball really accurately and hit a ball really accurately to make it go exactly
Indeed,
where you
all
want.
of which requires as much intellect as it takes for me to lick a postage stamp. I'm sorry. It's not that it's not a skill.
I mean, I have to think harder when I throw turds. Is that guy on screen there? That
Calculating
video you're
trajectories.
watching? Is he just about to throw
Jim?
shit? He don't look like a monkey.
Maybe he'll eat it.
Does he?
I have to ask you a question, Jimbo Joe. You're
Me?
saying cricket takes the same amount of effort as licking a stamp?
No. Intellectual effort. You don't have to think about it. It's a hard game. I enjoy cricket. I'm a cricket fan. What I'm saying though is that, like all sports, you don't have to be fucking Einstein to play it. You know?
Okay. Why haven't you posted about my vape yet?
What about your vape that you left in my car?
Yeah, you said you're going to post it.
Well, I got paid today and I actually went and bought the cardboard box to post it in. If you want me to spread it in front of the whole world, I haven't seen it yet. All right, it's coming.
I think he's forgotten how to lick a poacher stamp. I think he's forgotten how to do it.
I've just seen a little dig from NANA at cricket. Cricket is a pussy version of baseball. Is that a bit like American football's a pussy version of rugby?
Yeah.
We'll play rugby, but let's put some crash hats on.
Yeah, this is the thing. We're not really experts on baseball because in this country, we you know, the only people who play rounders are 9-year-old girls.
I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah, I play it sometimes on the beach with the kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. I've held a cricket ball and I've held a baseball. I know which one I'd rather have thrown at me at high.
Baseball for sure. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want a cricket ball thrown at me.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
fuck you know.
That's why I wear a helmet, a pad on your leg, and a fucking box.
Let's be honest.
Important.
Let's be honest. Both of those things weigh about. I mean, they're about 400 grams each. They're about a pound in weight each, and they get thrown in both sports at about 135 miles an hour in some cases, which is pretty much the same as a serve in tennis, right? I don't care really if there are minor variances. This one's a couple of mile an hour quicker. This one's a couple of 100 grams different or something. I don't want to get hit by that shit. It's pretty fucking lethal, however you look at it, I think.
Do you know what though, right? A friend of mine, he is a wannabe American. I mean, he loves American football. He took me to Wembley when it first opened to watch an American football match. I forget.
That's weird.
I think it was like Miami Dolphins and New York somebody's. I don't know. And it went on fucking all day. And he took me for my birthday. Fair play to him. It cost over £700 for the ticket because we had a free course. Yeah, we had a 3-course meal and all that to start with, and you know, like champagne sort of reception and that.
Yeah, the box trip.
And but like going back to baseball, he was explaining to me about the mind games in baseball, and it's actually quite a lot to it that you just fucking have no idea. But like where they will literally aim the ball at that person to sort of kind of unnerve them, so that then they can, you know,
They do that in cricket as well.
yeah, do they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
See, I don't know anyone that likes cricket that explained that to me. So.
Yeah, I played baseball growing up, like all through high school, which would be primary school, I think, for you. But it's called the once bitten, twice shy effect.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, you try to beam them in the head, but come real close, and the very next throw, they're backing off a little bit. And you can just throw it right down the middle.
That's right, yeah. That's exactly what he explained to me. And you've got that like sort of little envelope, haven't you, that you aim for?
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, does somebody mention something about a video? I don't know. Might have done.
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, well, you got some porn?
Yeah, rock. Apparently, rock.
Barman, we can't hear you again. You're going quiet.
Yes, you can.
No,
Just
can't hear you.
pressing buttons.
No, you're not pressing buttons because we can't hear you. Honestly,
Before we do get back to the video and insult all of our transatlantic neighbours, I think it's worth pointing out that none of us really bear any real ill will towards each other's sports, right? It's all just a bit of fun, you know.
No, I mean, there's only one sport anyway, and we call it football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, everyone who matters calls
And
it
they don't
football,
wear-
so
and
the
they don't wear
entire
crash
world,
hats.
except for like 1 or 2 countries for some
Someone
reason.
in the comments.
Well, the Americans just won the World Cup, haven't they? The ladies.
Oh, they
ladies.
did, yeah.
Wait,
Hard not to like it when you win at it, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
My main concern is why is the baseball World Cup the World fucking Series? No one else will take part.
I know. I've always wanted that. The World Series, what? Just in the USA? Okay.
Yeah.
It's two different American baseball series which have this bizarre championship that is surprisingly limited, actually, in the scope of how it's fitted together. Calling it the World Series. Do you know what? I've read this. Fucking Bill Bryson.
Oh.
Yep. You lost Jim Bojo there.
Oh, have I gone? Am I there? Can you hear me?
You're back
You're
now,
again.
mate.
You're back. Yeah.
Oh, my fucking, you think you've got bad internet, barman? I've got a pedal faster.
Mine's solar powered, the battery's running low.
Oh, I just wind mine up.
Spaceman's in space.
All of you.
Like the moon.
I did a speed check earlier on, and it was 120 meg. Thank you very much.
Should we kill him now, or should we wait until he's fallen asleep?
Peasants.
It's all those subscribers speeding him up.
NASA feels sorry for him. They've seen his picture.
Who is this fucking dork we're looking at anyway on this video?
Yeah, come on, let's listen to this dork anyway.
All right, I'm pressing play. We skip forward 8 minutes, sorry.
He thinks volcanoes are fake,
I'm
John.
going to start spewing out of it. So those that you see are simply fissures, like Fissure 8. I went to Fissure 8 just recently to film the lava flow, and yes, I am an expert in volcanoes.
No, he's not. He's not.
I'm an expert on brain surgery, but, you know, I just cut hair. You know, I just sort of like, you know, just take the easy part. But yeah, brain surgery, no problem. Anyone want a fucking lobotomy?
Fucking hell.
Well, to be fair, with his logic, you are an expert in brain surgery. You have a brain.
Ah, yeah, well.
He's an expert in volcanism because he's been to a volcano.
Right there. That
I thought you
that is the good stuff, by the way. Right
And
there,
I
that
thought-
picture.
And I thought you was going to
Yeah,
say
right.
that he drinks Volvic.
That's from France. Right. Should we press play?
Wait, is
Well, you
Volvic
can, I
French?
can't.
I thought that was Evian was French. Volvic's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, Volvic's volcano water, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it anyway.
Yeah, Evian's Alpine.
Volvic water comes from
South Africa.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. It was a guess.
Volvic.
Let's go with it.
I'm just going to put Volvic from. The Claveric beans of
France.
France. Yeah, France.
So it's all French. So us the French have the best water. It's weird. They have the cleanest, clearest, most beautiful water in the whole bloody world, and they can't manage to get any of it into the taps. Extraordinary.
Colon is off. See you later, Colon.
Oh, adios, Colon, mate. Take it steady. Good to see you.
Is he smoking a fucking bong?
We're not sure.
It's a crack
I think
pipe,
it's,
definitely.
yeah, I think it's a crack pipe.
No, that's a vape.
Hang on. This is newsworthy stuff, right? Barman is drinking a glass of water.
Can you see the bit?
No, that's vodka,
mate. He's
He's demonstrating, is he? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, well, we were talking about water. This is my water.
That's
at
look,
the tap.
is that pond water?
No, that's at the tap.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Pond
That's
water.
the lime scale.
That's what we
No
call
wonder he's not
council,
a pub. He's
That's
the only
what we
one with
call,
sterile stuff to drink.
council pop.
Sorry. My chef is talking in the background. Right.
Get in there, the fucking
Right.
talking chef.
Mikey Smith, thank you very much for the good question. Says, explain Yellowstone. Thanks. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and speculate on what you mean, Mikey, and I'm pretty sure I get your question. If I'm wrong, correct me. I think I know what you mean. Mikey Smith says, explain Yellowstone. Oh, wait, Mikey Smith also says, how deep would it be and how dangerous? Okay, So explain Yellowstone, says Mikey. Okay, Mikey, as I was explaining earlier in the video, there's underground lava tubes that course through the earth like veins in our body. So as they course through the earth, sometimes they leak up and cause lava flow, like here in Hawaii and other places along the Ring of Fire. With Yellowstone, lava tubes run under the earth too, under Yellowstone as well. They're at a proximity to the earth that's close enough to where their methane that releases from the tube, the lava tube itself, heats up everything, creating that sulfuric smell from the methane release, and what gives these little heating
Sorry,
lava.
I can't let that pass. Methane is highly flammable. If you release it into an environment like that, it's going to burn off straight away. And correct me if I'm wrong, but sulfur, an element, is not a byproduct of burning a completely different element.
Nope. And
Any chemists in the house?
Sulfur doesn't smell like methane.
Yeah.
Sulfur smells more like rotten eggs. Methane
Smells like farts, which arguably do smell similar sometimes, but not quite the same.
What you've eaten.
Yeah. Do you know, I do wonder though, you know, you get these people that, like, you know, they build their homes next to an active volcano and then wake up one morning and wonder why they've got lava in their living room.
They should have put it in a tree.
Well, yeah, monkeys live in trees. We love it.
I'd live in a tree. Christ. If it had Wi-Fi and a toilet, I wouldn't care.
No, you just throw your shit. Don't worry about that. Use a leaf to wipe it. Job done.
And I put it on my hand once when I wiped my bum.
Did you taste it?
So wrong. I'm pressing play. Shut up.
Anyway, going back to this thing, you said a few times now, is like you said that lava's produced in these, what is it, these lava tubes and the rest of it. And you said,
yeah.
And I remember I said to her, where does it come from? And he likens it to veins in the body. You know, it's almost kind of like, hang on a second. I mean, like the veins in the body doesn't produce blood. There's various organs that actually do that by a process. I think I remember calling it hemipiosis or something like that. You know, it's like the bone marrow and all the rest of it produces red blood cells and all kinds of different things. So where exactly in these lava tubes is the lava being produced and how is it being produced? Do you see what I mean? He doesn't explain
in the bottom.
In the bottom?
The bottom. Just the bottom of the earth.
Yeah, just somewhere.
You can't have the centre because it's a big, flat, ever-expanding disc. So just in the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just full of these lava tubes that are magically producing this lava that he sometimes calls magma.
Yeah.
So the lava isn't hot?
The lava is hot, but not hot enough to melt everything around it, even though he says that's why it can't come out of volcanoes. But he just still says it's that hot.
And also, I'd like to ask him how was the entire Hawaiian Islands produced, and Iceland? Please explain.
And Japan.
And Japan, and probably quite a lot of islands.
We may run into problems there, because if he's admitted the existence of lava and he's seen lava pillows and he's willing to accept internal and external lava flows, that would account for the creation of these places via volcanism without necessarily needing a volcanic explosion. The thing he's talking about is when a magma chamber blows and a volcano basically goes up. He's saying this one specific thing isn't true, when what's actually happening is that a lava flow, which has formed a pool in the caldera of the volcano, like debris has fallen into it, and as it explodes, that gives the impression of the volcano erupting. Now, if you've ever seen footage, you'll realize that that's a shitload of debris is falling in there, like a huge amount. Quite importantly, for days at a time. Now, it would seem to be obvious he's talking out of his arse, but you know, I want to be clear about exactly what shit he's talking.
Yeah, you have to clarify one thing. So he's a flat Earth, no evolution, no vaccine, raw food,
my favorite
creationist.
I hope he gets measles and dies.
Oh, I'm not that horrible. I just hope.
Nah. I'd rather he got hit by a fucking car, because then it was just pointless. It wouldn't really matter at the end of the day whether he was a fucking anti-vaxxer or not. He got run down by a car anyway, the penis.
But what I was going to say, because he's a young Earth creationist, the Earth is only 6,000 years old. Now, the volcano over Hawaii to make the island, how long's that been going?
Well, 6,000 years since God created it, obviously. So, what's your point?
Where do the other islands come from?
Oh, they were
I
just
hate to
shat
say
into
God did
civilization.
it again, but
Yeah, they were just shat
Because of
into
flat Earth.
existence.
And
Oh, when they were created, God kept missing, so then he finally got it right with the Big Island.
I think the Big Island came first, and the rest is just spatter.
Yeah.
Right. And made these islands.
I had the weirdest comment on don't know if any of you see the happy birthday video I did for Babes Troglodyte.
Yeah.
I had a comment on there today from someone called Flat Earth Boot Boy saying, "This is the best Flat Earth channel going, and you really fuck these globies," or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But someone was like, "Are you confused, or are you taking the piss?" So I just put, thanks.
Yeah, right. Let him work it out slowly. Come to the horrific realization of what he's done.
So he's going to keep coming back to your videos and say that was a great smash of the globies, well done, and all the rest of it.
Yeah, these globies getting fucked hard, mate.
Mate, make a video. Make a video. Just a little 2-minute video.
I was only talking to Mr. Sensible last night in voice. We were having a chat, and I was saying about opinionated arsehole, how he went from being a troll to loving my videos, liking them all. And where every time I see him in a live chat, he's like, "Hey, Jutmonk, my favourite Globie." And I'm like, fucking, I've even got Flat Earth fans now.
Yeah, man.
And I was going to say, I might
that.
actually do a fucking a spoof like globe head rant or something. To all you globe believing fucktards, can't you see that water always finds its fucking level, you bunch of fucking globe believing penis features? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's fucking perspective. Sun cutting off, you're fucking hallucinating, you dumb fucks.
The views of the panel members do not necessarily reflect the views of the show.
Exactly.
If someone just recorded that, Jutmonk, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Globehead finally admits in Hangout he really believes it's all shite.
Yeah, I'm fucked now, no, that's it now.
What have you fucking done?
I'm going to have Nathan Oakley inviting me onto his show next.
Go on, move it down a bit further. Move it down a bit further.
Comment.
I want to see you take on Nathan Oakley.
I would take him on anywhere, man. In a pub, in the street, in a dark alley, just not on his fucking channel.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he couldn't handle you. He'd have to mute you in seconds, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, he'd have to mute you in seconds. But has anyone seen that clip by Channel Q?
Which one?
Channel Q?
No.
Who she fucking destroys him.
Yeah, right. Where he's going, "Oh, call me a bitch. Call me a bitch again.
Yeah,
call me a bitch." Just takes the fucking wind right out of his sails. It's amazing.
She absolutely fucks him. And that he's not on his channel then, is he? He's on someone else's channel. Oh, do you know?
I think she went on his channel. I think she was on his channel.
It didn't look like his channel. It didn't look like the normal layout. No, I mean, I only got posted it when I put the Nathan Oakley video out today. It was Tommy Grunwald that posted the link to it. Said, "Oh, you should watch this from Channel Q." And it's only about 1 minute and 40 seconds. And it's brilliant, you know. But it doesn't look like it's on his channel. It's not the normal sort of layout on his screen, like, you know.
Yeah.
I found your comment, Monkey. I found your comment from Flat Earth Boot Boy.
Oh, yeah. What was it saying?
I had it on the screen. Yeah. Best Flat Earth channel on YouTube. You make the globies look like cretins. Well done, son. Oh.
I just put thanks.
Poor lad. Right.
Oh.
I found that video.
Shit.
Which video?
Up to...
I'm going to post it in the chat if I can somehow.
What, the Channel Q?
The Channel Q video. 2 minutes, 1 minute 57 long. I almost think Barman should try and jam this in somewhere if we can.
Jam it in, maybe have a little interlude and jam in a quick fucking Nathan Oakley dismantling.
There you go. It's a link in the chat now.
Oh,
You don't have to. It's your show, mate.
No,
But
no,
I
no.
think it's really funny.
Do that. What? Oh, our chat. I thought you put it in the main chat. It's like, oh,
No, I'm far too professional for that.
Osmond cometh. Oi, fucking oi.
Oi, oi, yeah.
How
Ozzy.
you
Hello,
doing,
geez.
Ozzy? Hope you're fucking doing all right, mate.
Yeah, mate. I hope you're back on your. Well, you're not on your feet. You know what I mean. Fucking, because you got quite injured recently, didn't you, mate?
Well, yeah.
I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, we all wish you the best of luck.
Right, should we play some of this video then a little bit more?
Oh, I don't know.
Who you calling a git, you Aussie bastard?
Right.
Hello, mate.
Are we ready? I don't know if we're in the right spot because I clicked out. So we're at 20 minutes, 51 seconds. Ba-dink!
Smith
Oh.
of this, because now you're going to know what the dome's made out of. The same thing, lava tubes that create lava underneath the earth, they actually act as a recycling system. So as things fall down, they eventually make their way to these lava tubes. The lava tubes incinerate it and put it back into its pure form. But even more important, the dome itself is actually made out of this stuff called lava, which is silicon and oxygen. You see, when lava is cooled rapidly, it turns into
Glass. Silicon. Oxygen. Yeah. What do we think he's going to say?
I don't know. Is it me or is he talking out of his ass?
It's all derp.
He strategically shaved and put a googly eyes on his butt cheeks.
Who is he anyway?
Joey Roger is a fucking moron. He really thinks volcanoes are fake, and I
Is
can't
this the guy?
around the
This ain't
logic.
the same guy that Simon Dan did that was going on about fake volcanoes, is it?
No, that was another fucking moron.
Yeah, that was Worm Hat or
did
something, wasn't it?
Last
I think.
week.
What is it with people? Fucking next, it'll be like television's fake. It's just a fucking figment of everyone's imagination because we've been so indoctrinated. We believe we've got TV in front of our fucking eyes. What is wrong with them, man? Fucking everything's fake. Yeah, the planet's fake. People are fake. We're just a collective fucking, I don't know, what do you call it? Consciousness all together, imagining our own fucking beings.
Yeah, but we have knowledge, right? And when we go outside, I've talked to you both about this, and I'm not everyone in the chat, but I assume it's the same. Occasionally, you look around at the stuff around you, and you sort of go, fuck me, look at that. There's a lot of it, and it's very complicated, and it's all rather amazing, right? And some people have a little religious moment, and some people have a little scientific moment where they think about the complexity and the scale of it all. And some people apparently have a mental breakdown, and they just go, it's too much. It can't be real. It must all be some illusion. It's too big. It's too complex. It's too incredible not to just be a lie and I'm somehow being conned. Because if they have none of the knowledge that we do, it's kind of big, scary, and confusing. How the fuck does cloud stay up there? How do things that weigh millions of tons stay up in the sky, but all the other heavy stuff stays down? You know, there's all these weird little questions that we think sound fucking stupid, but if you have no idea of how it works, seem perfectly reasonable, right?
But at the same point, there's no reason to not know. There's no. They cover this stuff in school, and I know for people to go, school is fake. It teaches you to believe lies. Just read a fucking book. Really.
The only people that say that get Fs.
Fucking. Go on, sorry, Pete.
The only people that say that school is a lie are the people that get Fs in all their classes.
There's a certain amount of truth there, I think. People who didn't do well in school will end up saying you don't need to go there. I know a lot of people who never went to university because of my sort of trajectory have said, oh, it's pointless, you don't need that. And I'm one of the few people who thinks, yeah, but I wish I'd fucking gone.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear what his answer is.
Okay.
Derpa, derpa, herpa, herpa, derpa.
Obsidian is dielectric. And if you've ever wondered why the sky is blue, well, the reason why is because if you put water in a container, depending on the color of the container that it's in, a glass container, it'll turn that hue. the color of the container of glass.
No, it won't. That's not how that works. That's not how light works, or water, or containers, or glass, or any of the words in the sentence.
This bandwidth of light and all that crap gets diffused the least amount through the atmosphere and is reflected by the water. Oh.
Well, what is the ones that get... let's get this right. The ones that get deflected most, the blue...
Scattered's what you're looking for.
Yeah, we're talking about Rayleigh scattering, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I forget, blue is the shorter wavelengths. So the shorter wavelengths, more easily deflected, they get scattered around, all the others cut through. And so during the day, the long ones you don't really see. And then in the evening, when the sun's going through more atmosphere, you see the long ones, which are the reds and the yellows.
The other way around. The ones that get diffused the most don't appear because they've all been split and spread around.
I think it's the ones that get diffused the most are the ones you see the colour of. That's why the sky is blue from every direction. Because that's the light that's being scattered around that's coming back to your eyes.
Correct. Yeah, we don't see any reds or yellows or greens or anything. It's just blue during the day.
Yeah. But we do see reds and yellows looking at the sun because that's the light that's coming straight through.
Yeah. Found the Met Office. One inspection red light with the longest wavelength, the other is blue with the shortest wavelength. Yeah.
I think that hair is fake. I think that hair of his is a hoax. He looks like a ventriloquist dummy from 1904.
To spray on.
Isn't it?
No, it's real hair.
Weird.
It's real hair.
No.
Oh well, the expert barber, barber is telling me that yes, that is in fact real hair. I'm certain it is.
Yeah, it's definitely his hair. I mean, yeah.
But it looks like he stuck felt to himself.
It's my business. Yeah. Now I know. Now you know.
Yeah, we're in the monkey's wheelhouse now.
That's fucking hair.
He actually looks like a Ken doll, says Rider of Dinosaur. I quite like that. Yeah.
Well, we can always. I don't know whether to play more of him because there's still 27 minutes to go. Or I do have downloaded now that Nathan Oakley is my bitch.
Ooh, it's fun.
It's only like, a minute or so long? It's not a long video.
No.
Because it is 1:30. I wasn't going to go on this long, to be fair. I thought, an hour, we'll chat about shit. I might do a video. And
I'll tell you what.
2 hours ago.
There's no reason for us to cut in and interrupt the Channel Q video because there's nothing to debunk. She's right. It's hilarious. It's just 2 minutes of video.
We'll play that to the end. I'll save the next 20 minutes of the other video until we're all online again. I'll do a live stream probably next Wednesday after my video.
Sure.
We can continue to laugh the shit out of Joey Rocha. And it'll give us time to advertise. Get everyone to come and say hello.
Well, it looks like Cruising with Jay. Yeah. It looks like Cruising with Jay did go to indoctrination station for school because his teacher told him that the sky was blue because the oceans reflect light off it. What, even in fucking landlocked countries?
Yeah, quite. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
It's probably something she's been told and then...
She's a fucking teacher, for fuck's sake.
No. She was probably told the sky is blue for X reason and the sea reflects that and she's just not listened.
Not quite grasped.
Yeah. Wow, we've had 67 views and 20 live viewers. That's nice. No comments.
Yeah. 19 likes.
I'd say 20 on my page. That's quite nice.
Ooh.
I do hate YouTube though when I'm trying to do live streams. I go to the Creator Studio Classic. I hit on the live tab and I also have to get a fucking link out to everyone saying Sarcastic Bowman's doing a stream. It's like I've not even fucking played with it yet. My life. I want to do an event. I want to do this. Jesus Christ.
It is a faff. But you're enjoying the last day of using Google Hangouts.
I'm not going to close it. I'm going to leave my laptop open with Hangout still running.
Just forever. I'll leave mine attached to the other end as well. We'll just leave it on and see if we can keep
Are they
it running for
stopping
10
it now
years.
then?
Yep, tonight. That's it.
The last
is it?
day.
What are they doing to replace it then?
They're not. You get YouTube webcam, which means you can link something in via virtual webcam, so you can do your own OBS stuff. And if you've got like Zoom or Skype or Meets, you can still do it for free, but you've got to fuck around a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say I was on Zoom. Who's it? Zoom uses Zoom. Is that End the Conspiracy?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And it tiles like 5 or 6 people on screen at once, which is kind of what we need for our show. But I think it only goes up to 8. We need like 12 because obviously we're a fucking bus load.
Yeah.
I'm sure OBS is was it Google Meets now is going to probably act the same way in terms of OBS and how that links in with the virtual camera. I'm sure that would work, wouldn't it?
I don't actually know. I've not looked into this with Google Meets. As conferencing goes, I don't know if it directly links to YouTube as it is, but I would expect you could use YouTube webcam as a virtual webcam to do it with. I think that's the point of YouTube webcam. You can just link in any program.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. YouTube webcam. Right. Okay. I'll have to look at that then. Yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming then tomorrow YouTube are going to update all the systems because then it won't have the button when you do live to say in Google Hangouts then, I assume. That's going to disappear, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
But I bet what's the betting they don't?
What, straight away or in general?
Well, they're going to have to straight away anyway, because otherwise you're going to get people actually going to be trying it, aren't they? And go, it's not working.
Well, I mean, they've already killed Google Hangouts already. Sorry, Google. They've started killing off a bunch of the G Suite, basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't know that Google Hangouts was actually being ended until you told me a few days ago. I had no idea.
Wow, there's going to be a few surprised people.
So I can't be the only one that didn't know this either.
No, I only found out a couple of days ago.
There's going to be some very upset people.
There will be, definitely.
No, I won't be upset.
It's very, very handy.
It is. It really was.
It's very quick. Yeah.
So let's have a look at Nathan Oakley is my bitch.
Oh yeah. Let's just play this just for a laugh.
We'll play this and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
So who made this?
Still haven't figured out how we
do.
There's nothing for the gas pressure to press upon. You think there's an infinitely expanding vacuum, but it doesn't. And you see, I knew I wouldn't get to the end.
Oh yeah, I know, because when you start out wrong, you should be stopped mid-sentence and corrected.
You're a fucking bitch and you can't keep your mouth shut. That's why I don't.
No, I'm a bitch.
Oh yes, I've seen this.
This is what I've got to say.
Shut a mouth. Yo, see, the problem is that every time you begin this, you go on about pressure and the pressure, the pressure, but you forget about the force acting upon it, gravity.
Right, that's part of the measurement.
So the pressure needs to have a container unless acted upon by a force, such as gravity.
So
I'm going to try to help you understand by saying it in Nathan Oakley language. Yes, air pressure. Air pressure needs a container unless otherwise acted upon by a force.
That's amazing.
Nailed him to the wall.
Do you know what that yeah, just asking a simple question. It was fairly short.
Gravity's pretty even. It applies the same amount of force on all things. Depending on mass, affects how much things
work. I can't talk to this bitch. She can't shut the fuck up long enough for me to have a conversation with her.
Just tell her to shut up.
Hi. Call me a bitch. Call me a bitch. Call me a bitch like maybe 4 times. Maybe that'll shut up. Say bitch. Say what, bitch? Bitch. Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch. Please stop. Please stop. Please.
That was amazing.
I would absolutely love to stumble upon him somewhere on an outside of his fucking cesspit of a fucking echo chamber and just just pop online and go, "Hi, Nathan."
That's never going to happen. But I think probably the handiest thing will probably actually happen if you actually bump into him in real life, face to face.
Yeah.
Then
I couldn't trust myself. If I met him face to face by accident, if I was in the Midlands for some reason and I just stumbled across the guy, it'd be difficult to hold back. He'd better be on the other side of heavy, fast-moving traffic.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, I don't really. It takes me a lot. It takes an awful lot for me to hate somebody, right? It really does take an awful lot, and I don't hate flat earthers. I just hate what they stand for.
Yeah.
But Nathan Oakley is an exception by far. I cannot stand it. He's a cowardly, child-slapping little
Slappy the clown.
Yeah, but he's not even a flat earther, is he? He's just
he's not a real
con
one.
man.
He's just a con man, exactly, and he's a cowardly little weasel as well, and a child slapper online live.
Actually, well, now I've had this discussion with other people recently. Actually, I am prepared to say I'm not certain that he is a child slapper. Actually, I don't think there's sufficient evidence to justify that, and there are convincing arguments about it being the sound of him slapping the iPad lid shut, and that's what actually made the daughter cry, was the little shock of it. There is no specific reason we can point to where we can say he definitely hit his child, so I'm afraid I think I've got a reserved judgment on that. I don't think that makes him a better individual, but that one claim has to be justified better.
Well, no, I've actually listened to it over and over and over again, because
that's the fluff argument of I've looked at all these videos. No, you're not an expert. It's fluff talk. It's fluff talk. You can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to hold you to the same standard as them.
All right, you fucking Oakley lover. Do you know what though? I think that Nathan Oakley was bullied at school, so now he's just a bully online, and the only way he can get away with it, because he's such a little weasel, is by shouting down a mic at people and then muting them.
Here's what we hear, right? If it's circumstantial, right, it's really pretty strong circumstantial evidence, right? Because when you listen to it, you hear his voice first of all telling his child off not to touch something. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Okay, and eventually he says, hold on a minute. You hear noise and you hear slap, and it didn't sound anything like slapping an iPad or anything like that. That sounded like a skin.
Having gone back and listened, it kind of does.
Absolutely, it does. You know, and it's just too much of a coincidence, Jim Bojo. So no,
well, no, it's actually not. You would never win any sort of like argument, even in a court case with that. Really, that is insufficient.
It's not.
Think about it. I've listened to that, having heard an alternative explanation for what the sound is, and I am sufficiently like in a jury case, I would have to say not guilty. It's not the same as innocent, but it isn't the same as guilty, right? It's like saying I've not got enough evidence to say he is guilty of doing that. I don't think anyone does. What you're saying is that you have now got enough experience as an audio person to be able to tell the difference. That is your claim.
What you need to do is,
I've seen loads of NASA photos. I know when I'm looking at a fake.
You don't need to be an audio expert to actually see. If you listen to it, the whole thing from start to finish, there's way too much evidence.
What part of my body did I hit then?
Your penis.
You're not going to know what part of the body you're going to hit, but it sounds like
you don't know whether or not he just clapped in front of her face to get her to stop, or whether or not he
clapped in front of the baby and the child screams.
Yeah, you just don't know. We're talking about accusing a man of essentially an act of child abuse.
All right, so why lie and say, oh, that come out of Anthony Riley's microphone, and Anthony Riley said, no, it didn't.
Panic.
No, not buying it, Jim Burgess. Sorry, buddy.
Well, that's fine. Look, I'm not saying that you're wrong necessarily, but I'm saying that as an assertion, you need to be able to justify that better, especially as a skeptic.
I think I have justified it.
No, you haven't. You said that you can tell when it's the sound of him hitting a child, but from the sound of it, and that is not true, I'm afraid. And I'd love to see how you demonstrate it. Citation necessary demonstration, please, to use your own words.
Well, here, let me jump in real quick. So casual.
Well, I can't.
Yeah. Come on, let's get an outsider perspective on this a minute.
So for casual, you have experience hitting children? to know the sound?
That's
Gotcha.
Nailed it.
unfair. That
Gotcha.
is really unfair. But no, I think I've heard enough. I've heard enough slaps on skin in one form or another to know what it sounds like. And then a child screaming is a bit too coincidental. Sorry.
Well, no, because children will scream for a variety of reasons, including shock and surprise,
Okay.
or just
Well,
a
let's-
realization that suddenly they've done
okay.
something wrong and
Now-
someone's
now-
angry at them.
I can't prove it and I can't citate it, but I still have my opinion, and that's my opinion.
That's fine. That's
I'm not-
fine. I'm
I'm not-
perfectly
I'm
happy
not-
to.
I'm not convinced that it's anything else at all.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not convinced it is, and that's where I have to sit.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
to be
It's
fair,
I think a good skeptic reserves judgment until such time as you can demonstrate a claim. The positive claim is he hit his child. You can't necessarily demonstrate that enough to be convincing beyond reasonable doubt, even if it is in your own mind. Consequently, I can't accept the claim. See?
Jimbojo, I absolutely respect your opinion, but you're fucking wrong. No, I'm only joking.
Ha!
I'm joking.
No. I'm perfectly happy to disagree about this. We can have a long-standing argument. It'll be great fun.
Of course we could. Of course we
We'll
could.
have a
But
debate.
at the end of the day, you still Slappy the Clown, and I still can't stand him.
Yeah, I'm with you. He's a human
Agreed.
garbage, terrible human being.
I have a hypothesis for my car. As you can tell, I'm now in my car.
I've been watching
Yeah.
you, Bob.
So, Casual Spaceman, you're saying you have familiarity with the sound of
Turn on
slap.
with them glasses.
I know they're
I
hilarious.
can't listen to you while watching you. I can't do it.
I mean, it's all right getting in your car, mate, but it's not. What's with the glasses?
All right. Fine, I'll turn the glasses off and then I'll go through my hypothesis.
No, you can go through your hypothesis. Don't worry about it. I was only
So,
joking.
No, put the glasses back on.
okay, there you go. Right. Oh, I've got to select them. Oh, fuck it. Oh, there we go. Right. So, Spaceman, as you're familiar with the sound of slapping, is it
I know where this is going, by the way. I
when
know.
you're at the half, you like the spankings?
I knew you were going to say this. I knew you were going to say that. I am not going to answer that one. I'm going to take the fifth on that one.
Ha.
Because I just say, if it was, what the fuck is going on with my glasses?
It's working hard, your machine, isn't it? Blimey.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to risk the boat here. Let's go like that.
There it is.
Nope. Control delete doesn't even want to work. All I want to get up is the task manager. Jesus Christ. No. Okay. We can load it up on there, can't we? Yes, we can. My computer is running at. Oh God, it's taking a long time to. Wow. 64% CPU, 41% memory, and 20% GPU. So that's not too bad.
That's not too bad at all, actually, is it?
Virtual webcam running, Discord working, voice meter working. I've actually got the the Hangouts open. Well, 2 Chrome windows. What else is still open?
And a pair of blue glasses.
And a pair of blue glasses. I can have a hat as well, you know.
And a wing mirror.
Don't put a hat on because your computer will fucking blow up.
It looks like you've crashed your car
Yay.
directly into the bar, man.
Yeah, that fucking hat's CGI.
Yeah. NASA fake.
CGI.
So there's Minnie Mouse ears.
Oh, wait, I can have hair. Oh, can I have a beard?
Have you guys ever seen Breaking Down the Wall of Lies?
Yeah.
No.
He's the guy who argues with Red Rhetoric. Oh, no, don't worry about it. It won't make sense to you anyway. I'll explain in our secret green room later.
Yay. I like secret green room.
Yeah, for the cool,
yeah.
famous people. We're
Why am I
superstars.
in there, then?
Oh, there it is, all offset.
Do this.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. It's fun to play. I can be
I
an
think
ape,
I'm
apparently.
ruined for life after that last one.
What did you say, Pete?
I said I think I'm ruined for life after that last little one, all up close. Yeah, that. That's
Hey,
just wrong.
can I just check something?
Possibly.
I want to see if I'm appearing in my sort of box. Can you see my camera?
Oh, God, it's the cat.
Hey, I'm back. Hello, everybody. I'm actually a cat, it turns out. A cartoon as well.
Yeah, but I
Wonderful.
have confession.
Say again.
I have your kitty confession.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you?
I
Oh,
do.
no. Wow, it's too late now. Everyone knows.
If it'll play.
His mouth moves when you speak.
He does. It's kind of cool. I've got a few different models I could use, but this is the one that's lowest power, and I'm on the
It doesn't
shit laptop
actually
right
look
now.
like you're
So.
speaking. No, you say 20 words and it opens its mouth once.
Where do you go to get?
Oh, let me do this. Let's do this.
That can.
It is really cute, though. I gotta say.
So where do you go to get these little?
It's kind of
characters?
fun, right?
What was it? Face rig or something like that?
What's it called?
That's right.
What's it called?
Face rig.
Face
Yeah.
rig. All right. Okay.
Face rig.
I tried to play the
Yeah.
video, but it's
It's
FLV.
costs about £6.
£6 is doable.
There's that
Is it
quid
working?
again. Just so you know, quid means nothing to me.
Pound.
Pounds? Okay.
That means £1 in
£1.
English money.
It's sort of working. I've got you on presented to everyone.
Well, I've put the audio-based lip sync on now, so it should be, talking along as I do. Hello.
I think it's that little
Cool, right?
delay on the internet.
bit-
It's like, oh.
Oh, and in Steam it's $12.99 or something on Steam.
Well, Jim Bojo.
Oh yeah, that's right. £12.99, and then I paid another £3 to get the 2D utility, which means I can create my own avatars in 2D, feed them in, and get it to be animated into a kind of 3D thing.
Yo.
Monkey, you can for an extra 79p, you can download Twiggy the monkey avatar. You can have a monkey avatar. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got a monkey.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't
I can animate it on that green screen.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's like I keep changing monkeys. People are going to think I'm not a monkey.
Well, you're still a monkey, whatever monkey you change into.
It's like when I put the Nathan Oakley. It was you, wasn't it? Going, where's the you that commented, wasn't it, Spaceman? Going, where's the old where's the new avatar?
Yeah,
And
right.
you commented again. Oh, you answered my question at the end of the video.
It was literally as soon as I typed that, 5 seconds later, you said that in your video. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! So I didn't bother deleting it, so I just kept.
Yeah, I'll tell you what that was. That was done. I had to change a couple of things and take a couple of things out of it because it was actually done for a collaboration with Anti-Flatter, Logical Troglodyte, Dick Dawson, I think, was getting involved. He was getting about 5-6 people to do a massive collaboration, a massive takedown of Nathan Oakley. And I was the only one that come up with a video and no one else bothered. And I've been sat on that video for about 4 months.
Oh, right, fair enough.
I said to him today, having watched Mr. Sensible do a couple of Nathan Oakleys, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to fucking put that on there.
Yeah. I put one up today that I'd had hidden away since the middle of June. So, thought I'd hide all my fuck-ups. But yeah, I thought everyone needs to see that. See my fuck-ups.
I'm actually starting to keep all my my takes that have gone wrong. There's quite a lot of swearing in them, though. That's the only thing. I'm like,
yeah, but you could do like an outtakes video.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, outtakes. That's what I'm thinking.
That'd be quite cool because no one does that, do they?
No, that's what I was thinking of doing actually.
Because I'd have a few funny ones where I say things and I'm like, fucking what?
I had one when there was myself and my girlfriend Nina and her son was sitting over in the corner while I was trying to do this video, and I just kept cocking up and just went into these fits of laughter, and literally I was almost crying. That would be quite a good one to put in, I think. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, people laugh when they see people laugh. People laugh. It's contagious, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. It's 10-2. I think I want to go to bed. Oh God,
Bar is
Jim's
closing.
playing with his fucking face thing. Look at him. He's now a raccoon with goggles. Oh, dear
It's
me.
a bit slow and jittery though, Jim.
And just a tad. I think that's limitations of internet, though. Because the video he did
It's good though.
spot on.
I am now
Yeah,
a
it's good.
raccoon.
Fun, isn't it?
I've got this
Right then, barman. Let's have
box
your outro.
on screen I can't get rid of though, so it's not going to talk while I am, I'm afraid.
See, I can actually do an outro. Because I
Probably
can.
enough. My internet's a bit shit here.
Yeah, so's mine. Right, everyone.
What's going on with your face?
You just noticed.
Yeah.
I can put it on you. Careful.
Turn your head to the side. Oh no, it's not doing it now. The glasses are going all skew whiff and whatnot.
How about now? What's it doing? Oh, they look.
No, you've got a moustache on your cheek.
Fucking hell. Woo.
Wow.
Whoa.
He flew off and came back. But
Fucking hell.
Just ripped your face off.
okay,
Right.
we're going to turn them on here somewhere. Anyway,
Let's go home.
Right. Spaceman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Right, you have 30 seconds to shill yourself starting now.
I've got a new Discord, and I'm going to have Teespring up and running where you can buy my stuff, and that'll be on my videos. Is that what you call them? Yeah, you'll have them on my videos soon, so that's up and new. Got a new big thing coming up soon. When I get 1,000 subscribers, going to have a big quiz with a few people, and already there's preliminary interest in 2 quite significant YouTube creators on the British side. Might be involved in a science quiz night. And that's all going to be for charity. So there we go. That's me. Done. Finished.
Perfect. I was about to mute you. Well done. Jimbo Joe, you're next on my list. You have 30 seconds to shill yourself or masturbate. It's up to you. Jim?
Shh, I'm masturbating. Right. Right. So, thank you for having me on. It's been a great show. I've got an interview with Under Conspiracy on Saturday. That'll be out in a couple of days after that. Obviously, I'll be on the Shield show. It's been a lot of fun. And Barman, the correct line is say what you got to say and get the fuck out. Just so you know. So I'm done. I'll get the fuck out.
2. You've got 5 seconds left.
Da, 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 da.
There we go. Sorted. Right. Monkey, you have your 30 seconds to throw poo or shill yourself.
I am not going to do a Discord server for my own because I already fucking am in about 58 and it's just fucking way too much. So I won't be bothering with Discord. I'll just be in other people's. I ain't got anything new coming out because I've banged out 2 videos in 2 days and I'm still working on that comments video, which is a pain in the arse, and I keep getting fucking called into work. So, yeah, other than that, if you don't know who I am, I'm a monkey.
So 9:30. Spot on, mate. That was funny. I mean, these damn people and the hair keep growing. How rude of them. Pete, you have 30 seconds to shill and do whatever you want.
All right, then. Well, my Twitter account with my pictures of the moon is going to be expanded. I'm getting some new equipment, so I'll be able to post some Saturn and Jupiter and Mars and Venus on there for you guys instead of just always the moon to kind of deal with that. And my newest video is coming out. It's just harder to edit than I thought. So other than that, that's it.
Right, that was in 20 seconds. It's spot on. So thank you very much. Thank you all for joining me. Bit of fun as they always are on my Hangouts. No more Hangouts. Oh, playing with meats and all that shit. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I am the sarcastic barman, and I get to play music on my way out. Ooh. No ripping this one, Spaceman. Good night.
Good night.